Hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, and welcome to the Money Making Mondays SSN Nation live stream. And welcome. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. Thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight, it's almost like an open forum. I changed the name, which actually is just a one-time name, calling it Money Making Mondays with SSN Nation. Let's see what you guys want to talk about tonight. How are we going to make a little bit of extra money, some streams of income? We can talk about credit. We can talk about stocks. We can talk about crypto. We can talk about anything you want. You know how we do this here in the SSN Monday Night Live streams. All right, let's see who's in the house. Robbie D is here. Thank you so much for being here, Robbie D, on the Monday Night Live. What's up, Eric? Looking forward to the valuable info. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And also, Robbie D, the DJ, thank you so much for sending that over, because your services will become handy shortly. Gil Bell, LOL, this here. That's right, Gil Bell. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the SSN Nation, where you can talk about anything, and of course, has to do with making money, streams of income, building your credit, anything that has to do with advancing the cause economically, because once you have that, then you can start making the rules. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream once again, Gil Bell. Nice to see you there. Diesel Mike's in the house with the icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel. Thank you so much for being here, Diesel Mike. Let's get it. Amazon is trying to buy MGM Studios. Exactly. That's why you, on Friday Night Live, that's why you would have had to secure MGM today or tomorrow. I suggest you get some. So, again, these are the kind of things that we need to know. And we were told on Friday night about the MGM and Amazon. So it's going to happen probably. Victor Marrero's in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream with the icon next to his name as well. And he has his usual signature intro. Hi, all. Let's do this. Thank you so much for being here once again. Andreen Miller's in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. And she has the icon next to her name, so I thank you so much. I humbly appreciate it, because everybody with the icon means they're a member of the channel. Hi, Eric and the SSN fam. Curtis Davis is in the house. Welcome to the Monday Night Live stream. Mr. Financial is here. He has the icon next to his name. And once again, thank you, everybody, for being here so far. Whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about it today. I don't have any agenda this evening. The Money Making Mondays with SSN Nation, we can talk about it. I don't even know what happened with the stock market today. I was over doing family matters, so I wasn't able to look it up. But early this morning, everything was in green, just like it's supposed to be, from all the FOMO, all the FUD going on over the last 3 or 4 days. I looked at crypto. Sure enough, crypto, when BTC was around 30, 31, 32, all of a sudden it's 36, 37, whatever. Ether is now back into the 24, 23, 2,500, I believe, somewhere in that range, not 1,900. All of you who missed out, all I can say is, just what we were talking about on Friday Night Live. You know what we're supposed to do when the prices drop 30, 40%. You're supposed to buy more. So if you'd have bought any of the crypto, you guys could be up 20, 30, 40, 50%, because 30,000 to 35 or 38, that's 20%. That's BTC. Ether, 1,900 to 24, 25, that's also 20, 30%. In 1 or 2 days, and we're back on track, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can say. So it's all about making money. Like Gino Scimiente always says, take profits when you can, and don't worry about paying the taxes, is what his plan is. Again, long-term hold for me in this crypto. So let's talk about anything else, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Space up 25%. That's right. We got to talk about SPCE, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna reiterate making money with the stock market. And by the way, let's go through all of this. Please smash the like button. Why? Because the YouTube algorithm sometimes doesn't like what I talk about, and we got to let them know we're here on the Monday night live streams. Wednesday night live stream is at 8:50 p.m. So hopefully you can join us then. Now, crypto is a hot topic. Stocks, whenever they rise, is a hot topic. Real estate, when it goes up, is a hot topic. Anything that goes up where people can make money is a hot topic. But let's think about what you're investing in. Money Making Mondays. You want to invest in stocks? Then why wouldn't you invest in the space program? All right, that's SPCE, for instance, up 25% today, according to Curtis Davis. If you would have bought on the dip, you'd be up 25% already, which is kind of hefty. We're spoiled now at these moves, 25% in one day when it used to take a year or two to get 25% appreciation on stocks. That's how quick you can make money now. And now this is what makes people make decisions a lot faster, because when the stock goes down, people are bailing. So instead of having these little small, like 1%, 2%, 3% movements in the stock market, you're getting 5 to 10% movements, because a lot more people are selling because they're not used to stock prices dropping 10, 20, 30%. So you're having this fear, and that's what happens, whether it's in crypto, whether it's in stocks, whether it's in real estate. The same thing's going to happen in real estate. If real estate drops 20, 30%, people will be selling their homes. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. That's called blood in the streets. And if you want to take advantage of this, you got to know what's going to happen, and then you can't be afraid to pull the trigger. Now, of course, when you have less money, you're more afraid to pull the trigger. And that's why the rich keep getting rich, because the rich don't have a problem pulling the trigger because they have extra bullets in the chamber. Meanwhile, a person with a little bit of money, they're sitting there going, man, I'm losing like my $500 or $1,000. So they are willing to bail out. Meanwhile, the guy that has $1 million, he's sitting there going, well, I'm down to 800 grand, but I guess I better buy some more, because we know what's going to happen. If it moves back up 10, 20, 30%, that means I'll be in more profit. See where we're going with this, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Money Making Mondays. Yes, this crypto is crazy. Exactly. You got to realize this is not something really new. It's only because a lot of people now have access to these apps. Oh, by the way, get your free shares of stock from Robinhood or Webull. The links are down below in the description. And crypto, get your free $10 BTC at Coinbase. And the link is down below as well. All right, that's how you start it off. These are apps. You sign up, you get your free crypto, depending on what you got to do, right? You got to link your bank account. You got to link your email address, get verified that way. All right, and you'll get free shares of stock. In some cases, you might get 2 free shares of stock with Webull. The links are down below in the description. So don't lose sight of that. But this is the situation, ladies and gentlemen. Ups and downs if you get to live long enough, let's say you get to live over a 30-year period. If you would have lived if you were an adult at 1995, right? 18 or over at 1995, then you might have known about the dot-com bust. When I don't know what the numbers were. I'll just give you an example. Let's say a stock was $100, and let's call it Apple. All of a sudden, that stock is like $5. Okay? People bailed. They were like, oh, this internet stuff, it'll never happen. Apple, you could have bought for $4 or $5. Microsoft, $9. Tesla, when it came out in early 2000s, $5, $6. All this stuff nobody wanted to touch because these were internet stocks. Dot-com bust happened. Now, if anybody was holding them stocks from that day or from around 2008, 9 until now, they have a nice portfolio because they believed. That's the situation. Now, 2008 comes around. 8 and 9, when home prices from 2004 to 2007 skyrocketing, similar to what's happening right now. And then what happens? All of a sudden, home prices go down damn near 50%. People are like, I'm out. Other people, investors, they say, I'm buying. Sure, it might take 4, 5, 6 years to increase, but you can rent it out because it's an asset. So while the price is appreciating, you're renting it out And then lo and behold, the house you bought for $150,000 to $200,000 now worth $500,000. And you can still rent it out. And now you have other things that you can do, like refinance the house, take some cash out, and then buy yourself a multifamily property or a duplex or a triplex, but another property that's going to give you more streams of income. But that's before the people that bought it 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They're loving life right now. That's when you're supposed to buy, ladies and gentlemen. Make money. You buy when there's blood in the streets. Last year, due to COVID, all of a sudden the stock market drops 40%, 30 to 40%. How many of you said, hey, I'm going to buy Ford when it's $4.50 or $5? How many of you said, hey, I'm going to buy some Boeing at $85, $89, right? Disney, $60, $70, right? NEO, $3. Fuel cell, $3. That's right. You heard NEO, NIO, one of these EV companies was only $2.50, $1.68. Now it's like $30, $40. Ford, $4 or $5. Now it's 12, 11, whatever. In 1 year, you could have doubled your money or tripled your money, 5 times your money, 7 times your money. Never mind about the crypto stuff, because crypto went down as well. So these are the times that you got to start thinking, are you going to be a true entrepreneur, a true person that's going to take risks like an investor? Investors take risks. They don't win them all. We don't win them all, ladies and gentlemen. Just get that out of your head. Just like when you start a business, you don't win them all. All right, let's see what else we got going on today. Eric, hey, jumped 1%. Nice lift today. Exactly. Investors are still trying to gauge the trajectory of inflation. I'm not worried about inflation, period, myself, because everything goes up. So we're going to pay more. So now you have to charge more. So if I'm a business, I'm going to charge you more. And if I'm a customer, I'm going to pay more. So how do these balance out? They don't balance out. It's just that now more people are going to be living paycheck to paycheck because all the people that work on a W-2, inflation rises. That means they can't afford it now. Their job isn't going to pay them 10% more or 15% more year over year. So therefore, we're left behind. So that's why you have to have these extra streams of income. You got to make money, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, yeah, that was a nice lift. Inflation is going to happen. No fear. Buy the dip. Exactly, Robbie D. In case anybody's new to the channel, you can always search the channel for some videos. I've done a couple videos about the sky is falling. That's one of the videos I did. Search the channel for the sky is falling, or how do you deal with losing in the stock market? Go look at those videos. I actually lay out in those videos what usually happens after the markets drop 30, 40% or 25, 30%. In 1 year, 6 months, or 2 or 3 years, the stock market comes back, or crypto, and they go higher than they did before. So now if I bought at $100 and then all of a sudden the stock goes down to 60, I should buy at 60. Why? Because now my dollar cost average is now $80. So now when it gets to $81, we're back in the profits. And if it goes back to $100, our initial buy-in, guess what? We're now 25% ahead. How do you like that, right? That's why you buy on the dips, ladies and gentlemen, when it's below what you're paid, dollar cost average down. No fear, buy the dip. That's right, Robbie D. That's one of the SSN Nation t-shirts. No fear, no excuses. That's it exactly. All right, Jewel 20 lady with the icon next to her name. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live. And I appreciate it. Hello, everyone, with the icon. Hey, Eric and the SSN fam, Andreen Miller. Once again, technology sector rose 1.76, and so did communication services. Stick to the plan. This is a marathon, not a 100-meter dash. Very well said, Marrero. That's what we're talking about here. This is long-term, ladies and gentlemen. Just because all this stuff been happening over the last 2 years where things rise 20, 30, 50, 100%, 700%, 1,000%, that's not normal. Just be patient. All right? Be patient, please. This is a marathon. And speaking of marathon, remember, Nipsey Hussle, the marathon continues. Just remember that. Amazon crashed early 2000. Exactly, Curtis Davis. .com bubble burst. And everybody thought Amazon, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, AMD, all these companies were going to be bye-bye. They didn't go bye-bye. In fact, they're trillion-dollar companies now. The tech sector on fire. Snap up 6%, Nvidia up 4%, Roblox up 7%. We love all of them. We talked about it, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make money? Think about the future. What's in the future? Autonomous driving. Everybody here with the icon next to their name and other people who are part of the SSN Nation have heard us talk about this all year long. Autonomous driving, artificial intelligence. That is a thing. Space, the final frontier, is now in play. EV and their suppliers, meaning the battery makers. That also mean the car companies. They're all in play now. What do you call the other batteries beside lithium? Those are in play. All right? That's all happening. Genomics. When people are getting sick, you got to find out, hey, maybe this part in the DNA, they are genomics. That is biotherapy and things of this nature is a thing. Health is a thing. Teledoc, right? These are some things. Health organizations. These are the companies that are going to be the future as you have baby boomers, which are a large percentage of the population, are now retiring and they're getting older. And with all this chemicals and all this craziness, they're getting sick. So clearly, the medical field is something you should invest in. This is not rocket science. I don't need to see charts for this. You know what's coming, right? You know what's coming. You just have to believe, and those who believe invest. Those who doubt will not invest. But that's okay. If you don't feel secure enough to invest, no problem. But meanwhile, there's other people that will invest. And those people that invest, when a stock is $3, $4, $5, $6, and it ends up being $60, $30, $50, and people are earning like 5,000, 10,000% on their money, you miss out, which is okay. Maybe you want to invest when it's $50 or $60. But the same thing's going to happen. You're going to either have to get in now or you're going to have to get in later unless you have streams of income, which is the next tact. You have to get your streams of income. How do you get those? People are saying, I know, Eric, you tell us all the time, you want to be on YouTube? Then you get TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy link down below in the description near the bottom. That's for free. That helps you with your keywords. That helps you with your thumbnails. That helps you with a whole bunch of other things where you can test A and B, which thumbnail works the best. That can help you out. Live streaming, which I use StreamYard, which is free also. You can upgrade to the paid version. That's down below in the description as well. Simple. Okay? Podcast down below in the description. Buzzsprout. We talked about this on Friday. Money Making Mondays. You monetize yourself into the money. Look around. That's what's happening. I get paid from Google, YouTube, for having people come to the channel and watch videos and watch not the videos, but they watch the advertisements. Okay, that's how all the people on YouTube get paid once they have over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And that's why some people have like 10 ads in their video, because every time somebody watches it, they get paid. And here at SSN Nation, you notice we don't have 10 ads in our video. All right. I don't really like watching ads and having to skip or watching them and wasting time with that. Let's get on with the game plan. So I'll have the ads at the beginning and usually at the end. Any live streams, I will put an ad in every like 45 minutes to an hour just to cut it up because that's a long time to be watching. But you can monetize yourself using YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. All of those you can monetize yourself on. Even Facebook, monetize yourself. Even the Melanie Bonita one, which I didn't even know nothing about, that I mentioned to people before. I didn't realize when I do the motivational videos, I can actually put music to it, sign up with CD Baby, and then put it on iTunes for people to buy it. I didn't even think about that. So that's awesome. So these are the things we got to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. How much should you put into buying stocks to really see a profit? Andrea Miller, there is no amount. It's whatever you can afford to lose. That's pretty much the answer. That's the standard answer. You can start slow. I don't care what it is. It could be $10 a month, $50 every year. It does not matter. There is no amount that you can sit there and tell somebody, hey, put in $50,000 and we give you the stocks. And then what could happen is what happened last 10 days where you put in 50,000 and all of a sudden you're looking in your account going, man, this stuff dropped like 10%. I now have 45. I now have 44. So that's why I don't never recommend anybody saying how much you should buy. It's based on how much you can afford to lose or how much you can afford to invest. That's all there is to it. Now, and then once you invest, you have to believe. So that's why I don't recommend just investing in any old thing. You can take risk. Like I take risk on some things. Like, I'll give you one, BNGO, for instance. I've taken a risk on that. Not something I normally would invest in, but because it has a potential on the upside, I decided, okay, when it was $2 or $1.50, I said, let's see where this will go. But again, it's up to you how much you want to invest. I'm just saying you don't want to invest more than you can lose. That's the standard answer. So if you go by returns and you say you invest in something and you get 50% return, 25% return in a day or a week, is that good enough? Because that's what you're going to have to deal with in this environment because things are going up so fast. I mean, 1 minute something could go up 10% like today. We have some things that everybody's mentioned already that already went up like 7%, 10%, 25% in a day. Is that good enough for you, 25% in a day, or are you just going to hold it and see what happens? Then when it drops back down possibly to where you're only 10% ahead, are you going to take your profit then, or are you going to ride it out for another year or two or three? Do you believe that this is a growing company? Those are the kind of things you got to look for. So that's why I'm sorry, Andreen Miller, but I cannot give you an actual amount. All I can say is, just like anything else, the more that you have in the game, the more you can make. That's the only way I can equate this. But I can't say put in 20,000, put in 10,000, put in 100,000. All right? It's up to you what you want to do. All right? So keep that in mind. And I always suggest do a little research as well. Do a little due diligence. Tanisha Lyles is in the house. Miss Price is Right winner. Made it, family. Thank you so much. She has the icon next to her name. Thank you so much for being here, Tanisha Lyles. I appreciate it. Once again, Neuro Robot to help restaurant shorters to deliver food. Yeah, that's already out. It's happening. There's on the streets in America, there are robots delivering food. And this is a thing. So if you are an investor, what are you trying to do? Of course, you're not a superstar. You're not well known. So these companies are not calling you up saying, hey, will you invest $25,000 into our company and we'll give you 5 cents a share or 10 cents a share or 50 cents a share if you do. You're not lucky enough to do that. At least most of us aren't. But that's what's going to happen when it comes to market, or were you able to invest in it? Are you going to invest in companies that deliver food with robots? That's going to be a thing. As soon as autonomous driving goes full-blown autonomous 5, you think there's going to be drivers in the car for autonomous 5? Hell no. Taxis are going to be driverless. Delivery cars are going to be driverless. There's going to be all kind of things that are going to be moving around here that nobody's going to be manned. So are you going to be investing in these type of things? I would hope so. Neuro Robot, I like it. Double down and you can come out wealthier. That's the way it looks like. That's how it works. Kids are going to school for cybersecurity. It's real. That's right. CrowdStrike, FEYE. That's right. Escalar. Bye. Exactly. There goes something else that we got to mention. Because now cybersecurity is going to get even heavier and heavier to deal with. You're going to have so many people with different types of security that's going to be needed online, whether it's going to be the websites, obviously that's needed. Whether it's going to be somebody's shopping carts, that's going to be needed. Whether it's somebody's crypto, that's going to be needed. A fintech, whether that's going to be needed for cybersecurity. Whether a bank is going to need it, which they do, is going to be cybersecurity. All cybersecurity is going to be needed. A security system is going to need another security system just to make sure it's working properly and everything's not infiltrated. So you understand, he has a valid point. That's another thing that people, investors should be investing in is cybersecurity. This is going to go full blown, full wide, because you're going to have cars like right now, Tesla, Ford, a few other car companies, they can already download information into cars. You don't think a hacker out there is going to sit there and go, well, we can deal with about 50 million cars if we can hack into the system and send it a signal. Cybersecurity is going to be at utmost importance. So once again, Mr. Financial gave out a few of them. And I know if Wilson Koo's in the house, if you guys missed Friday Night Live, he gave out like a whole slew of them, at least 6 or 7 of military contract type companies and cybersecurity companies. And here we go once again, CrowdStrike by Mr. Financial Curtis Davis. He mentioned those, FEYEZSALAR. All these are on tap, ladies and gentlemen. They're right here for you. And by the way, if you're new here, I suggest you get pen, pad, and paper because it's a thing. You're going to need it. Write it down, do your due diligence, and see if this works in how you want to invest. Okay? They're trying to scare people away from Teladoc. It's down. Space, it's down. Then out of the blue, stock up 20%. Of course, that's because you know who's jumping in. You know who's jumping in. The top 10 percenters are going, hey, is that thing really down like 40%? Yeah, I think it's time for us to jump back in. Let's go buy up some more. Can you believe this? Yeah, it's happening, and that's what they're doing. It's manipulation, but it's legal. The issue, it's just a matter of time. Exactly. That's all there is. Take your time, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think that everything's supposed to go up at these ridiculous rates. Just sit back, invest a little more, invest a little more. Like I told you guys before, my friend bought Tesla at 800 and something, 820 or something like this. We had a talk. It dropped to like 640 at the time. And I told him, I said, hey, man, you got to buy some more at 640 because your dollar cost average will be down into the low 7s. Now he has another opportunity when Tesla went down to 540. Now he could have gotten his whole dollar cost average down there in the 600s, low 6s. I don't know if he did. I haven't spoke with him, but hopefully he bought some more and he went with the SSN Nation. Buy more when it goes down. All right. And luckily he invests like every paycheck. So I don't know if it's every week or every other week. But the fact of the matter is he could have got his dollar cost average down to nearly $600 if he would have dollar cost average down. All right. And that's where you want to be. So if Tesla ever went up to over $601, he would be ahead. All right. So those are the kind of things you got to do. I bought CrowdStrike, more CMG. CMG is Chipotle, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm bullish on Chipotle. You should get some CMG. More Amazon. I'm bullish on Amazon. I'm bullish on Apple. I'm bullish on. Bullish means a bull run, which is up. Bearish market, bear down. So you want bull run. So when I say I'm bullish, that's what I mean. Uber, I'm bullish. I don't know how DoorDash can be more valuable than Uber. That just doesn't even make sense. Amazon, Snap. Everybody knows I've been bullish on Snap ever since I was telling people to buy it at $10. Then CrowdStrike, CMG, which is Chipotle. Then everybody knows AMZN is Amazon. Then Uber is obvious, and Snap is Snapchat. CrowdStrike, of course. All those are our buys. MGM, which somebody mentioned earlier, and on Friday Night Live as well, another buy. Amazon's trying to buy the studios. Amazon is looking to buy studios. They just don't know which one they're going to buy. But I believe this is the second company they've been trying to buy. So, again, not only that, we have esports now. So these gambling stocks have been beat down, right? DraftKings, Penn, Gamble, GMBL. These esports, which is going to be in the Olympics for, I can't believe it. It's going to be in the Olympic Games, esports. All right? This is gamers that have a team and they get the game against each other. All right? They have $1 million events in Vegas for this, which I didn't even know until I stumbled upon one in Vegas one time when I saw all these geeks carrying laptops and they were sitting there. You could clearly tell they're like geeks. They're gamers or something, right? And it was a ton of them. And they're carrying laptops around and gathering together, talking in little groups, talking about, yeah, I was at this game, did this game. That's a big industry. All right. They pay people like $30,000 to $40,000 a year when you're on the team. So it is a thing. Good evening, Mr. Bird and SSN fam. The money bags with 100. Wilson Koo's in the house. Welcome from Canada with the icon next to your name. So I humbly appreciate you being a member of the channel and thank you for being here on the Monday night live stream. Gamble up 10% today. Again, I love it. Exactly what I'm talking about, Curtis Davis. GMBL. Wilson Koo, Loving Life. What's up? Tanisha Lyles. We need to buy more Tesla now. That's right. The Tesla big rigs, just Modesto, California. That is serious. There we go. Don't even get me started. I was a bear. I was like, forget Tesla for the last 20 years. I could have bought Tesla. Everybody could have bought Tesla in the before 2010 for like less than $10. But they weren't never making money. They got subsidized from the government. And I was just like, they're out of business. They'll never happen. And then they got booted out from not being able to have car dealerships and all this other stuff. I was like, that's not going to happen. Now I paid for it. I could have been I could have had a few $100,000 more if I'd have invested in Tesla back then, but I didn't. But we can't win them all, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And she's right about the big rigs. Tesla is more than a car. Well, they're not even a car company in reality. They are a technology company. They're going to have the autonomous driving 5. They're going to have the big rigs. They're already doing the big rigs. That's the dirty secret. They've been running on I-10. They've been running all over like California. And I don't know why people aren't showing more of them on the road, but these things are going. But yes, there's a man in the vehicle right now. But the fact of the matter is it's electric, it's moving, it's cheaper, no gas, no maintenance, and it's rolling down the road. And now once they eliminate actually having a driver, which I don't know why they ever would do that, I think they're just going to have drivers in there because it's costing less to move the load in the first place. So they can afford to pay a manned vehicle for delivering in the big rigs. But we're going to find all that out. But they're in there. Tesla, Frito-Lay are now in business together. There we go. Exactly. That is the game plan right there, ladies. And that's why there's a company called Workhorse. There's other EV companies that want to retrofit vehicles to turn them into EVs for like a Frito-Lay, for like, think of AutoZone. And they have people that deliver parts to mechanic shops. They, instead of having drivers, they're just going to have somebody come out, drop it in the vehicle. That vehicle is going to go drive itself to the mechanic shops that it's supposed to disperse these products to. That is going to happen. So there's other companies, like I said, like there's a Workhorse out there. There's other companies I can't remember off the top of my head. But these companies are retrofitting, trying to make them EV or hydrogen or something of this nature. So that is a thing. So this does not surprise me at all. The number one leader right now is Tesla. And if I'm Tesla, I'm trying to wrap up a bunch of companies so they're buying my rigs, buying whatever vehicles I have, even the cyber trucks, to move their products. And the other companies are sitting there going, well, how much is this going to save me? And they're looking around going, wait a minute. We're spending X amount of dollars on fuel. In fact, everybody, well, if you drive trucks, you know what the fuel costs are. So now if they tell you, well, instead of it costing you that 15 miles per gallon or whatever, and you're using diesel fuel, instead of that, what if it only costs you $100 for that same run in electrical cost? They're going to be like, where do I sign up? Yeah, let's face it. It's a no-brainer. Where do we sign up? That's all that's going to happen. Just landed, Modesto, Cali. I believe it. I know they're working on it. This is why this thing about people going, oh, this ain't going to happen until 2025 with the EVs or 2030. I'm like, no, it's happening right now, and it's 2021. You really think it's going to take 4 years for these guys to do what they're already doing? I don't think so. I think it'll take them 1 year, 1.5 years to perfect and get it in the zone. But they're going to be doing testing right now. They're already doing it. So how's it going to take another 4 years? It's not, in my opinion. That's why all this FUD about EV and their suppliers and all that, the stocks have went down. This is an opportunity, in my opinion, that people should be looking at the suppliers, the rigs, the deals like the Frito-Lay. All this comes into play in the long run. I'll wait. I'll invest now, and I'll wait. Okay? Andrew Miller, I agree with Eric. The key is to start and not wait. Also to leverage the power of dollar cost averaging. Some amount weekly or monthly and let it cook over time. Very well said. I agree too, Marrero, as you know. Tanisha Lyles, yes, Tesla got new products for the next 6 months. It's going to be fire. That's it exactly. Get your Tesla stocks right now, ladies and gentlemen. As you can tell, Eric, this is comical. Last 3 weeks bringing up FUD, bringing short people on CNBC. It's same playbook, fear, exactly. Same playbook all the time. So you, the ordinary citizen, they're trying to make sure you don't participate. What's the ordinary citizen going to do? They know. They have all the stats. They know how much money the retail investor, which is us, the OCs, ordinary citizens, that's what they call us, retail investors. They know how much on average the retail investor has in their account. So that's why they say, okay, we know also what percentage of these retail investors are going to sell when the stock market drops 10%, 20%, 30%. They know these numbers. They're using the numbers against you. They're sitting there going, hey, you know what? We really want to buy DraftKings at 40, 42, 45 a share, but it's 60 something. We really want to buy Tesla at 600, but this 800 number, man, how do we get it down to 600 or under? Because we don't really want to buy at 800. We're not Kathy Wood. You know what I'm saying? So think about this. This is a cat and mouse game. This chess, not checkers. So all it is there's manipulation and FUD. So they just try to bring the prices down to a respectable level, talk it down on TV. The Treasury Secretary comes out and talks nonsense. Meanwhile, the stock go down, crypto goes down. China says, hey, we're going to ban Bitcoin again for the 20th time over the last 10 years. Like, what, it's not banned already? You guys done said it for the last 10 years. But here we go again. Crypto goes down, just like clockwork. I'm just like, what the heck's going on? Nothing's going on. You should have bought more at 30, 32. When we had on King from the Gentleman of Crypto, when he said it went down to 32, and he said, I bought a couple $1,000 worth. And then it went up to 36 and 37. In less than 24 hours, he made 20% and sold. He was happy with that. Why aren't you going to be happy with that? You see what I'm saying? There's always a way to win, ladies and gentlemen. Just don't buy into the fear. You should be sitting there laughing, going, this is great, because that's what I'm saying. Whenever they do this fear and FUD, I'm going, all right, the price is going to go down. I get to buy some more on sale. This is going to be beautiful. Just how far is it going to go? You know, if I smoke cigars, I'd be smoking a good cigar saying it. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Don't be afraid. There we go. Load. That's the other one I'm trying to think of. Diesel Mike, thank you for mentioning that. That's the other stock, LODE stock as well, cheap stock that recently acquired a major battery recycling facility. Big play on EV market. Exactly, Diesel Mike. Thank you for mentioning that. That was the other company that I was trying to remember. These prices have went down so far. It's like almost 2020 when the coronavirus made the market go down 35%. They're almost back to those prices. It's crazy. Exactly. The best poker game, FUD. Exactly, Curtis Davis, because they know what the ordinary citizen is going to do. Jason Insminger's in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Glad to see you with the icon next to your name. And just hodl. Yes, that's what we talk about here. It's got to always be hodl, whether it's stocks, whether it's crypto. You got to hodl, ladies and gentlemen. And when the stock goes down or when crypto goes down, you know the mantra. Buy more. And please smash that like button so the YouTube algorithms know that we're here. Now, speaking of hodl, speaking of making money Mondays, again, you guys all know, heard of Celsius before. It's down below. Celsius Network, put $400 or more in crypto, your first deposit, and you get $40 of free BTC. All right? That's how it works. Celsius Network down below in the description. The link is there. Now, you earn interest every day on your crypto, and then they disperse the interest Friday to Friday. You earn the interest. Friday to Friday, you earn interest. And then the following Monday, which is like today, you get a notification saying, we deposited more Bitcoin, more Ethereum, more Link, more, these are all the ones I have over there at Celsius, more Matic, in your account today due to the interest you earned from Friday to Friday last week. And I say thank you very much just for hodling. This is a beautiful game if you can get in it. And everybody can get into Celsius Network. Down below is the link. Here's the other part to Celsius Network. Some of you are out here always talking about credit, Eric. Talk about credit. Talk about credit. Don't worry. I have another credit video dropping tomorrow. All right? So don't worry about it. Some other credit that I've never talked about, but this time I expanded the horizons. So it's coming out tomorrow. But I tried to drop it earlier today, but like I said, I ran into family matters, so I couldn't do it. So tomorrow it'll drop. Now, Celsius. A lot of you going, hey, Eric, I want to build up my credit. Fine. Here's what we can do at Celsius, and this is what we can do at Nexo. I'm not going to mention anybody else. But here's the thing. If you have your crypto at these Nexo or Celsius, and I have the Celsius link down below, how would you like to borrow against your assets at 1%? That's a thing. 1%, and it's not for 6 months. It's not for 12 months. You can say, I want to borrow at 1% for 3 years. And guess what you're going to pay? Interest only. You pay the balloon. Your last payment is the balloon payment. So you can borrow against your assets. So if you had $10,000 in your account, you borrow $2,500 or less, because that's 25%, and you owe 1%. And you can pay interest only on it until your due date, which is whatever you pick. It could be 12 months, 24, 36 months. 100,000 means you can borrow 25,000. So now you see you have no excuse for investing in crypto. I don't believe, unless you just don't want to invest in crypto and believe that it's, what the FUD is. It's fake. It's no good. It's, it's illegal. Bad people are using it. I'm like, okay. And everybody knows bad people use cash too. Bad people use credit too. All this stuff. So if you don't believe in that, it's fine. Pick some other investment. But if you believe that crypto is going to be around, then I suggest you join Celsius Network and earn your interest daily. And the interest you earn is dumped every Monday into your account. All right? It's that simple. That's how we do it here. Wow, Amazon low at 37. Curtis Davis, thank you so much. Looks like I'm buying MGM tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That's about as low as it's been. I mean, it might have been lower, but 37, you can't argue with 37. In fact, let's go play. Let's go play a little bit. Let me pull it up on the screen, because MGM, there's more to MGM than meets the eye here. Let me go see. Oh, man, I missed it. It's up to 41 now. So somebody could have got 5% today on their money. Man, I missed out. But I didn't really miss out, because I'm still going to invest in it. I should have today earlier. Let me go look. Let me go pull this up, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Here's what we got. Let me see. Where's MGM? All right. Here we go. Yep, it fell, but it went to, oh, wait, that's 5 days. So, yeah, it was down to third. Yeah, it was intraday down to 37. I blew it. So now we're at 41. 52-week low is 1465. Oh, and the 52-week high is at 42. Well, no surprise there, because the Amazon talk, but missed out. Could have had that extra 5 to 10% out the box. But I think it's going to go higher, clearly, because there's one thing about casinos. They can always take more off the table. They can always tighten up the games. They can always change the rules a little bit to extract a little bit more money. So that's why you got to like MGM Resorts. My question was to clarify that I'm on the right track, because I have bought over 22 stocks from listening, and it goes down. I'm not sure that it's still good to buy. Dream Miller, that is the whole point that we always say. When the stocks go down, you dollar cost average down. So you buy more. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if it's just little kibbles and bits more, you buy more, so your dollar cost average comes down. So that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. The stock goes down, so most people sell their stock. So it exasperates the downward pressure on the stock, because it's basically supply and demand. So if you have more people selling, then that means the stock keeps going down. So the fact that you held the stock is a good thing, Now you're supposed to buy more. That's the point. So your dollar cost comes down. So an example is, let's say you bought it $10, and I'll just say you bought 10 shares at $10. So we're at $100. And then now the stock goes down to, like I used the early example, $6 a share. So now in your account, you have $60, and you're sitting there going, man, I'm down. So what you should be trying to do is buy more at the $6 level, because now when the stock goes up to $7, your dollar cost average is now down to 8. So now when it goes up to 7, the amount you bought at $6, you're ahead that 12%. And then if it goes up to 7, now you're breaking even across the spectrum for that stock. When it goes to 8, now you're ahead from the $6 purchase and the original $10 purchase. So now you're ahead. So that's what you have to start thinking of, right? Think in those manners, because each event is a separate event. And just invest in something that you believe in. So, and it's a long marathon. So just remember that. And I don't know which stocks you invested in, but there are some riskier ones versus, like I said, the ones I mentioned. I like the future. All right? The future. That's all I'm going to say. EV stocks have all went down. Space stocks have went down. All the future stocks from a rise from 4 months ago, they have went down to nearly half of their value. But that's the future. So you should be putting more money into the future if you believe in the stocks. That's all I'm saying. So that's what you should be doing. They're saying EV infrastructure and range. That's right. Blink. Yep. Tesla. ChargePoint. We're all in those. And in fact, they went down so much that it's absurd. It's really absurd what's happening with the future. They made sure they got to keep these down. I didn't mean to put EV stocks. I meant to put Blink, for instance. Okay, let me show people what I mean. See, here's what happened last year. These were $2. This is what I'm talking about. We were all in Blink last year. All right, this is last year in June. Never mind March when it was like $1.50 or something. But nonetheless, anytime last year we were talking about buy EV stocks. And as you can see, $7, even in July, it was $7.50. Even in September, $9. Even in November, it was $9. So even 6 months ago, you still could have been in for $9. And then look what happened. It went up to 33. Then all of a sudden in February of this year, they started messing with the EV plays. And we were loving life because we're at $44 for something we bought for $2, $2.50, $3, $5. So we were doing good. And then all of a sudden a crash. Well, I mean a crash. Like down here, as you can see, $28.62. A far cry from 44, right? $50. A far cry from $60. So now you don't feel so good. But the fact of the matter is we bought at such low prices, $2, $3, $4. We can sit here and chill out, right? We can sit here and chill out. People who bought at 60 or 50, they're sitting there, like, oh my man, what's going on? It's down to 32. Well, all you have to do is buy more when it dropped to, what is that, 28? Buy more. When it dropped to 26, buy more. When it dropped to 32, buy more. Now, it's hard for me to buy more at this point when my dollar cost average is up because I bought more when it was at $10 from $2, $2.50, $3. So, but the point is you got to buy more, especially when you bought it at a higher price and it drops. This is the future. Now, all these are going to look the same because they've been trying to get the EV market down. So you'll see like the similar type of thing. Look at this. ChargePoint merged. I can't remember with the other company. And it came out with $10, $12 originally. Something like that. Now, then it went up to this crazy number, 43. What is that? 44. So everybody's loving life, having 300% on your money or whatever. Then all of a sudden, here we are, January and February, and now we're back down to 23. But everybody who bought over here at 13, 14, 12, 11, 10, we're still good. That's the point. But if I bought it 44 or 40, then I have to buy more now. That's all there is to it. That's how simple this is. It's not that hard. Just believe. EV has problems. Tesla has solved all those obstacles. Exactly. I am new to this, so thank you. No worries, Andrew Miller. There's a bunch of people new to this, so I'm glad you asked the question, and I'm glad you, help other people as well. So, I can't say anything bad. That's the point here at SSN Nation. That's why I go over everybody's question, every chat room, whether a member or not. It does not matter. We're answering the questions here, unlike other people, right? Okay, Ari McMillan's in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Mutual fund. I'm going to leave that up. I know Marrero's going to say a mutual fund, so I'm going to let him say a mutual fund. Mr. Financial might have a mutual fund on his mind. Wilson Koo might have mutual funds. I personally, index funds instead of mutual funds, because mutual funds are kind of the same as index funds, but index funds wise, we know VOO, VTI. Those are my first two. Those are Vanguard groups. They charge a real low expense. Okay? So in case anybody doesn't know what I mean by expense, let's just say you had $1,000 in the account. They have an annual expense ratio, usually 0.075%. All right? So that's what you're going to pay in expenses that year. And now I'm going to crack on somebody about expenses because people are like, there's a guy named Cardone. And he's out here having these funds, okay? But people don't realize this. He's hipping away like 1% a year in management funds. That's an expense coming out of your pocket. And we're talking about projects that cost, $5 million, $20 million, $50 million. And you're paying 1%. He's siphoning off 1% from you. Not only that, his fund has a fee, an expense ratio of 1%. Then he has another fee, management. Guess who the management company is? His company. Another percentage coming out. You think the dude has a big smile on his face for a reason? It's because after you guys have put in $50 million, $20 million, he buys the property from himself and takes another fee. All right, enough of that. I'm in the real estate game. We ain't out here trying to rip people off. SSN Nation, SSN Lifestyle coming out soon. Buy 10 shares of stock at $10. Then buy 10 shares at $6. Cost price, $8. Always buy half today, buy half a week later. There you go. That's exactly the playbook. So now I got half my shares at $6, half my shares at $10. When the price goes up, my $6 stocks, I'm in profit, which means I like that. When it gets to $8, we're in profit, period. When it gets to $9, we're in profit even more. When it gets back to 10, we're even in more profit. And in fact, because $8 and 10, what is that? About 15%, something like that. We're good. RBI is back climbing. Restaurant Brands International. I actually forgot I had this stock. There you go. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. Unmasking has happened. Shots and vaccines have happened. Now people are going to start going to restaurants. It's almost spring and summer. It's perfect weather. You best believe Restaurant Brands, cake, which is Cheesecake Factory. RBI, no surprise there if that goes back up. Tanisha Lyles, thank you so much for mentioning that. I like it. Exactly. Just like airline stocks, right? All this, wait, what happened here? What's going on? RBI. Yeah, what's going on here? Restaurant Brands, where are you at? Did they change it? QSR? Oh, there we go. QSR, $68. Yes, I like it. Let's go check this out. Let's see what the chart says here. Do I have it on screen? Yes, I do. QSR. It's not moving too fast. I don't like that. Okay, here we go. I'll go back to the Google. Oh, there we are, but it's too late, guys. Let me go to the easy one. Let's see what's happened in the last 6 months. I should see it upward. Yeah, that's exactly what I should see. It's exactly what I should see over the last 6 months. Vaccinations, more people are going to be out and about. People have a little cash flow, apparently. Yep, makes sense to me. All right, they're dropping FUD on EV because they're trying to make Ford and GM look good. But the real juice, yep, ChargePoint, Blink, Neo. That's it exactly. That's the way I look at it myself. Even though I'm like I said, I'm buying. I didn't buy more Ford yet. I didn't buy more GM yet. But those are the ones people should be buying also, because they actually have the distribution in place. They can sell 1 million EVs easily. They have dealerships. So nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ari McMillan, for being here. I appreciate you being here on the Monday Night Live. Tanisha, you got it. Exactly. She's got it right. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. SSN Nation in the house. We've been talking about getting assets in 2021. Part of the asset classes, stocks, crypto, real estate, gold, silver, precious metals. All those are on tap. Bullets, brass, stacking food, all that are assets. Okay? Keep those in mind. All right. Curtis, I got you. Anytime I can find gems, I will not be holding back. Exactly. Victor Marrero, mutual funds have higher expenses. Exactly. You're paying someone to manage your account. Many of these don't beat the market index. Sticks to low expense plus good performance index or ETF symbols. I wholeheartedly agree. That's why I mentioned the index funds, because mutual funds we never really talk about, because there's no point. Like I said, most people are happy because they may have heard their company says put your money in a mutual fund or put it in a 401k, and everybody's blissfully happy when they get this. You got 8% this year. You got 12% this year. Meanwhile, you look at the stock market and you're like, wait, didn't the stock just go up 25% today? What is this guy talking about? I got 8% for the year. What are they talking about here? When you have more than 100 stocks earning more than 10% a year, more than 150 stocks earning more than 10% a year, and they have nerve to tell you, hey, you got 10% this year. All they're doing is using your money, earning like 300%, 100%, and then they're just telling you you got 8%. That's all. And still charging you expense ratios. Speaking of that, all right, went to basketball gym wearing my SSN t-shirt. Hard work. Hard work equals entrepreneur. That's it exactly. That's it exactly. I'm glad to see it, Curtis Davis. All right, glad to hear that. Right on. That's what we got. We got the gear, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one of the pieces right here, but you can always go to the StopStrugglingNow.com website and pick up some more gear. Oh, speaking of that, hold on. I have gear sitting right here. Here's some more gear. This is the gear I wear around. F average, be legendary. It's in black. You can find that on our website as well. And, of course, we have the white version. Got to have a white version, right? So let's talk about the white as well. That's how we do it. Some more gear. F average, be legendary. That's what you got to strive for, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's ordinary, but you don't have to be. Some people do things differently than others. And so that's what we're trying to do here. We're doing things differently than others. You want to be a top 10%er. Why? They don't lose. All this FUD going on, stock market going down, crypto going down, that's their manipulations. They get you to believe. They go on TV, start talking about, hey, don't believe Elon Musk. He sold all this stuff. Some people, like me, we're saying, great, we like it. Prices went down, so we can buy more. And that's what the top 10%ers are saying too. Just manipulating the market, doing what they do. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be joining them. You should be joining them. Don't get left behind. No reason to. All right. Let's see where we at here. Let's go. Went to basketball gym. They are siphoning off 300% through 401k. Exactly. It's insanity. You guys, Kathy Woods has ARK Invest. People want to see her fail, which is amazing to me. After the last 3 or 4 years where the woman's giving people returns on their money of 30%, 25%, 15% annually, basically anybody that invested with her like 3 years ago has doubled their money on like 3 or 4 of her funds. And there's a bunch of people on CNBC, on Bloomberg, on TV, always wanting her to crash and burn. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I thought you guys would want everybody to win. But when you become a rock star, everybody starts gunning for you and wanting to see her fail. So they're talking about her funds collapsing like archipelagos. I think that's who it was. And I can't believe the FUD that they're throwing her way, because Tesla went down and they know she had heavy buy into Tesla, but she bought into Tesla when Tesla was $150. So she bought it $500 too. But her dollar cost average is still below $500. So they're all like, I'm like, what is the problem? Why do you guys want to see this woman fail? She's managing people's money appropriately. These guys who do the index funds, they also have trillions of dollars at their disposal, or billions at their disposal, but they're not giving their customers no 30%, 40% on their money. They're probably making the same, but they're not dispersing that type of return to their investors. So this is all I'm saying. Sometimes you have to take the reins yourself and ride the horse yourself and invest yourself. And then you look at superstars and say, yeah, I don't mind investing with Kathy, or I don't mind investing with Vanguard Group or Schwab or Fidelity or whoever you feel comfortable with investing in. That's who you should invest with. But you should also worry about yourself sometimes and invest yourself, self-direct. It takes, you're investing some money, take a look at it and invest it yourself. All right. And again, since we're on the program, you only invest what you can lose. Then if you lose, you can't be mad. But you only lose when you sell. I wasn't listening at first. 401k, I thought being convenient was smart, but it's the whoop game. Free money for them, not you. Exactly. Exactly. Because they take money from you. They charge you. They're taking fees out. And you guys are sitting there happy with the 8%, the 10%, the 12%. Meanwhile, you could have gotten 50% on your money. Hell, even more than that, quite frankly. They're gnashing teeth at Kathy Woods waiting. Exactly. Exactly. It's disgusting, because she's not in the good old boys network. You know, she's sitting there going, hey, guys, she does a report like almost every month. She's on the, does a live stream, gives people reports on what they're investing in. She's full face forward about it. Other companies don't even want to be forward about what they're buying, what they're investing in, why they're buying it, why they're investing in it. You know why? Because they're doing backdoor moves most of the time. You know, they're sitting there going, Robinhood, hey, we'll pay you to get information on what your customers are buying, because then we're going to short it or do something else to manipulate it so we can make more money from that information you gave us. You follow what I'm saying? That's what's happening. All right. So anyhow, we beat the top 10 percenters, and we're going to continue to kick their behinds. Just give me an amen. Give me that's a right. Give me the whatever. Smash that like button, because that's what we're doing. We're kicking their ass when we're self-directing ourselves, because we're not giving our money to them. Just like when you give money to a bank. Think about this. You give your money to a bank. Guess what? Your bank is using that money to invest, to make them $13 billion a year, to make them $10 billion a year. And what do they give you in return? A 0.05% interest. They're using your money to give out loans, to give out credit cards, and give out all this stuff and charge people 20%, 27%, 5%, 10%. All this money's coming in from your money. The bank doesn't make any money, ladies and gentlemen, unless you give it to them. And that's exactly what happens with these mutual fund companies, 401ks. You're giving your money and they're investing in it, then sending you a note going, hey, Eric, you got 12% this year, knowing full well I'm sitting here as an amateur investor making 50% returns on my money or higher, and these clowns are sending me a note going, we're professionals and we got you 12%. Please. Does anybody see a problem with this? Yeah, I do. That's why we have to stop struggling now. That's why we have to have SSN Nation, because you guys got to get this perspective in your right mind, because they duped us all. Go to school, get a job, put your money in a 401k, And all along, we're not even thinking really about it. Put your money in a bank, savings. This whole time, they're taking our money, using it, and giving us back peanuts. You should be offended by this, because I am. That doesn't mean you have to be, but I'm offended. I was okie doke just like the rest of you. Robinhood finally giving IPO access like it's a favor. Exactly. What kind of nonsense is this? They're not even really giving access. All they're going to do is do the same old okie doke. They're going to sit there and tell you, how much do you want to buy this stock for if it comes out, knowing full well the stock comes out at $10. Everybody on the planet wants to buy it at $10. And you guys are going, how much do you want to buy it for? They're going to do the same old okie doke. We know the stock's coming out for $10, and then by the time it pops up on the open market, it's going to be $30, $40, $50. They're going to do the same okie doke. I'm going to be surprised if they don't. But seeing Robinhood's track record, by the way, speaking of Robinhood, I don't think I have the link down below, but if I do, they do give you a free shares of stock. Webull actually has IPOs, by the way, in their back office. So you guys got to get Robinhood. Is an app. If you haven't already, get your free shares of stock. They have IPOs that you can actually buy into, but you do have to buy 100 shares usually. That's the minimum. All right. 401k is convenience at a cost. So if you are following here, you will do better. Exactly, Wilson Koo. Thank you so much. Wilson Koo, amen. The SSN family, Mr. Bird, 100% facts. Thank you so much for saying that. Jewel 20 lady. Do it yourself. Exactly. DIY investments. That's what we're doing here, ladies and gentlemen. Your pad and pencil ready? We already said some gems. We gave you some gems to look at. Go check it out. If you feel comfortable and believe in the future of what's going to happen, solar panels, for instance. That's another thing. Solar is going to be a thing, right? Keeping water clean is going to be a thing. All this is going to be a thing. All right? It's worth investing in. Yes, self-control, self-discipline, focus until fire happens, exactly. Till we retire, ladies and gentlemen. All these have done amazing, 10 to 14% year to date. All have been climbing since summer 2020. There we go. Some of these have zero expense ratio. There we go. Thank you so much for putting that list in there, because all these, FLCEX, FXAIX, FNILX, FNILX, I am invested in. FZROX, another good one. All those are good. 10 to 14% year to date. That's January till today, 10 to 14%. Who knows what's really going to happen over the course of the year? But it could go down, but it could also go up. I think they're going to go up. There's going to be an infrastructure bill. There's going to be some more bailout. There's going to be all of that going on. So you got to do it. All right. I like that. So even if it's 10 to 14, it might go another 10%. So there we go. They are professional crooks. Exactly. That's exactly what they are. If you have to get, it's just like anything else. What does a con man need? A con man always needs you to depart you from your money. That's how they get you. You have to give them money in order for them to be a con man. So now when you really start thinking about it, why is it they're telling you to give your money to a bank? Do I have something in my head now? Yeah. Why are you trying to give money to a bank? You have to give your money to everybody. They're saying, put it in 401k, put it in a mutual fund, put it in a bank, put it in this, put it in. It's like, why isn't anybody saying, hey, this is what you should invest in. This is what we're investing in with their own money. Why aren't they saying I'm investing with my own money and this is what you should do, like we do here at SSN Nation, since they're allegedly experts? You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about it. Curtis Davis, it's called deception. Only 8% when they get 1,000. Exactly. Uh-oh, we got a namesake in the house. Brian Bird's in the house. No relation. Welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream. Thank you so much for being here. What's the alternative to banks? That's what we're talking about, crypto. That's your alternative to banks. That's it. Precious metals, gold, silver. Although you have to wait on the inflationary moves with gold and silver. But you can go to the stock market. That's where you should also be putting your money into beside a bank. That's another location. Real estate. Buy real estate. Why give your money to the bank? Buy some pre-construction real estate where you have no credit, no qualifying. The bank doesn't get to say no. You just say, hey, I want to put your 10% down, pay monthly for 2 years. You have skin in the game, which is more than 25%. So now you can get a loan against a property, especially since it's pre-construction and it went up. Brian Bird, since you were newer here, please search the channel for the Dominican Republic, downtown Miami pre-construction condos. Now, since you're here and we have a few new people, Victor Marrero, I always use his example. He bought in Dominican Republic at Cana Rock in 2018, $231,000 for a 2-bedroom condo on the property grounds of Hard Rock Casino and Hotel by the golf course. So I'm assuming that it probably has golf course views, which is nice. Has this private beach. You can walk to the beach from his location probably in 3 minutes. He bought it for $231. It's now worth anywhere from $329 to $349. It's still not finished. It's not going to be done until next year. So the man has already got $100,000 in equity or more. This time next year, it's going to be well more than 100. It'll probably be almost 200, or at least 150 to 175. And all he put down was 115 so far. That's it. That was his down payment, 50% of the property value at $231. This is what we're talking about. No credit check, no qualifying, because he was paying monthly for the down payment. Due to COVID, it got extended and pushed back. I bought my Panorama Gardens in December, $122,999. It's now $130 of the prices for the same unit. So we got a $10,000 increase in 6 months, 5 months, whatever it is. If this keeps up at this pace, once they start building some of the properties within that Vista Cana, then I too may get lucky enough to this time in only 1 year, I might be getting a 40, 50%, $40,000 or $30,000 increase. Because if we can get 10% now, imagine what's going to happen when they start building more units in the location. Imagine when they break ground for the unit. So I'm thinking we're going to be able to get another 30, 40,000 of appreciation by the time it's built. And if you've seen my contract, I show you guys, I show receipts. I don't sit around here saying I'm buying stuff and then walk around knowing full well I rented it. I'm sitting here showing receipts of the contract so you guys can learn, because a lot of people are afraid of contracts. Let's face facts. A lot of people are afraid of investing, and you don't realize how simple it is. So I'm showing you guys how easy it is. You wire the money. It seems weird from here, but you wire the money. You don't actually have a contract, but you have a lawyer, you have an attorney, and then I show the contract so you guys can see it's nothing out the ordinary to be afraid of. Easy language. It tells you exactly where you stand, what unit you get. They describe everything, when you're supposed to send payments. Everything's spelled out. There's nothing to be afraid of. Then you just make the payments monthly. That's it. And then 20 months, 24 months from now, when they're finished building it, then you owe them the remaining balance in 60 days. That's it. Same playbook, except no qualifying, no credit check, and nobody's stopping you. No bank's going, oh, I'm sorry, you don't qualify. None of that. Nobody's checking your how much you make. They just make sure you putting the money down. They don't care. You're putting skin in the game. It's pre-construction. All right. So anyhow, those are all your alternatives. Good evening, Mr. Bird. 33 Naughty's in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Glad to see you once again. Good evening, Mr. Bird, Eric, and everyone. I am late. I can't stop staring at my portfolio. I took advantage of a bad situation the last few days and bought more crypto during the dip. That's what we're talking about here, 33 Naughty. Welcome to the SSN Nation. Do the damn thing. Buy on the dip. You did it, and now I know what you're saying, because I do know if you did this a few days ago, that was the sweet spot. That was like BTC, Bitcoin, was like around 30 to 32. And I know Ether was like 1,900 to around 2,000, maybe even 2,100. So I'm going to show people why I had to clap, why I have a big smile on my face, because look at this. I'm going to show you the prices right now from just 3 days ago. In fact, I won't even go back 3 days. we'll go look right now. We'll go. I can't. I'll have to do separate charts. But watch this, ladies and gentlemen. You see why I'm very happy. It's at, oh my goodness, it's at 38. Oh my God. Yes. This is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. You'll find out why I'm talking this like this. Look at this. This is May 23rd, which is yesterday. It was 32. Here we are. What is that? May 23rd. May 23rd. All right, we got to go back. May 21. This is weird because, oh, here we are. Okay, I knew it was 30. It was May 14th, 5 days ago then, last Wednesday or Thursday. Anyhow, 30,000 to 38, that is 20-some percent. If you bought it in the 35s, well, if you bought yesterday, then everybody's got another 20%. So I like what I see here, but it shows down 11%. That's funny. That's for all the people who just showed up. To me, I'm like, I like what I'm seeing. The volume, yeah, everybody's buying Bitcoin again because it went from 30 to 38 in less than a week. Let's go check out Ethereum because it was down to 1900. When was it 1900 though? Let's see. Yesterday, May 23rd. I missed the 1700 because I bought it 1900 and something. But even if somebody got it at 17, that's incredible. 17 means that's like 40. That's damn near 40%. That's incredible. Well, anyhow, we're loving life, ladies and gentlemen. If you would have bought any time between this morning, it seems. This morning it was 2,200. So anybody who bought today in the last 24 to 48 hours, you are up 20% or more. This is why you buy on the dip when they're giving you all this FUD. All right. So I'm very happy. 33 Naughty. He did not hesitate after listening to us. I don't know if, it must have been last Friday night because he doesn't have the icon, but he might have been listening last Monday too because we've been talking about it. So I don't know when he invested actually, but he's saying he can't. Last few days bought more crypto. So the last few days, you guys see what happens. If he bought Ether, he's up like 40%. If he bought crypto, he's up like 15 to 25%. You got to love it. You got to love it, ladies and gentlemen. Free yourself. Institutions have incentive control you, but your freedom worth do much more. Exactly. The people's money is crypto. That's all you got to think about crypto. It's the people's money. That's why the Treasury Secretary gives FUD. That's why the Federal Reserve gives FUD. And now last week, the United States government gave FUD and China gave FUD. All of them. And meanwhile, they were able to buy in at those low prices, the top 10 percenters. So why aren't you? Thanks for the gems, fam. Wilson Koo, well, thank you for the gems as well. Thanks, Victor. Jewel 20 lady. Thank you. Yeah, he's giving out those gems for the index funds, mutual funds. Real-time info, powerful in 2021, not stale info. Crypto changes, a blink of the eye. Exactly. That's why the blink of the eye changes. That's why you have to already have the mindset that you're going to buy more. So members of the channel, you remember under the community tab, I always tell you what I invest in. So some of you may know when I posted up, I think it was what I posted up today when I said I'm buying more ETH, BTC, and I bought something else too, which I bought afterwards. I bought ETH, BTC, and I bought something else also today. I bought 3 cryptos today. I think I even bought some more ETH after I sent that. Maybe that's why I'm thinking 3, but I can't remember the third one if I did the third. But I posted it up. Members of the channel already know. Most people need to understand you must have a spirit of abundance, not fear, control, subservient. That's right. You got to understand the corporation of the United States and the banks and the 401ks, anything that has to do with money, they want you to fear it. Fear investing yourself because they want to have your money to invest any way they want to. That's why there's always fear. And has anybody ever asked themselves how come they don't teach finance like stocks and anything like gold, silver in school? I mean, you should think about that. There's a reason, because can you imagine if everybody that grows up knows about the stock market, how it works, and feels comfortable with knowing they go up and down, that the market crashes every like 8 to 10 years, that's normal. They can't have you believing that's normal, because if you're 14, 15, 17, 10 years old and you're like tracking the stock market and you look through the charts and you're like, hey, I see something going on here. Every 10, 12, 11, 8, 9, 10 years, the stock market crashes. But then 3 or 4 years later, it goes all the way back to that point it crashed at and then some. So all I have to do is wait for it to crash, buy a hell of a lot of stuff, and then wait 2 or 3 years, and then it'll be right back or better, and then just wait on the next crash in another 10 or 12 years. So by the time I'm like 30 years old, there's going to be like 2 or 3 crashes. So I'll just wait. Meanwhile, let me get those streams of income so I can buy more, have that duffel bag of cash. Think about that. You would have everybody like, the banks would be starving for money. The mutual funds and 401k guys would be like, hey, invest with us. You'd be like, have you lost your mind? I've seen your returns. You only give us like 12%, 8%, 10% a year. Right here, I'm looking at charts. If I'd invested in this, I would have gotten like 500% on my money. What's it? No, people would be smarter. Therefore, that's why it's not taught in school. And that's why the wealthy people, you have to understand, they invest in stocks. The top 10 percenters own 92% of the stock market. The top 10% of the wealthiest in the United States owns 92% of the U.S. stock market. You guys hearing me? You can Google it. It's true. All right? That's what the deal is, and that's the dirty little secret that they try to keep away from you. And if you know the top 10 percenters own 92% of the stock market, then you know they're not going to lose. They're going to do everything in their power to manipulate the market and make sure the market goes down so they can buy at cheaper prices and then let it go back up by inflating it. Get on the program. All right. Looking forward, bro. Right. Real estate. Jewel 20 lady. That's it. Exactly. Got to have a little real estate because those are streams of income. Thank you. I'll look it up. Yeah. You're welcome, Brian Bird. Welcome to the Monday night live stream again. And I haven't seen your name before because since we have the same last name, I would have noticed. But if you have been here before, welcome back. And if you haven't, thank you for finding us. And everybody that's new around here, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have the Stop Struggling Now live streams. Wednesday, only people with the icon next to your name can be in the chat room because it's members only chat. Monday and Friday, the chat is open to everybody. But the videos are open to everybody all 3 days of the week, if you're a member or not. So you can always watch, and I always have the replay on. It's never too late to start investing. This is your chance. Curtis Davis, he's been here the whole time for the last year. He's heard me say it time and time again. He's heard Gino Scimienti say it. This is the greatest transfer of wealth happening right before your very eyes. A lot of you keep saying, some of you might be saying, Eric, it's not, but it is. Like I said, if you missed out last year when the EV stocks were $2, $3, and they're now $30, $40, and they were higher, you may understand how you can turn in $300, $200, $100. Turns into a lot of money. Okay? That's all I'm saying. You now would have in the thousands just from $100, $200 investment when the stuff is only $1, $50, $2, and it's now $35. Okay? 50 shares at $30 is $1,500. 30. So you're getting 100 shares would have cost you, let's say, $200. Now it's $1,500, $1,600. That's not a lot of money when you think about it. $200. Some people buy stuff that's $200. Eat out at dinner, $200. Buy clothes, shoes, and all that, $200. Jewelry, more than $200. I mean, some people choose to buy things. Some other people choose to buy freedom. How do you get freedom prematurely? When you have items that make money for you while you're sleeping, that you don't have to work for. That's how you earn your freedom. So every time you're out here and buy clothes, buy cars that go down in value, every time you're spending your money on other things that do not help you gain more assets or gain wealth, that's just setting you back when you really start thinking about it, right? You really start thinking about it. You're like, oh man, I spent like $1,000 on clothes this year. But if you could have put $1,000 last year into some other vehicle, say, let's say stocks, and I'll just stay with the EVs. If you could have started out with $100 in March, another $100 in April, May, June, and did that, then your dollar cost average might be like $10. But at the same time, your $1,000 would now almost be $3,000. And you didn't have to do anything. So that's what we're talking about here. Crypto-wise, they would be off the charts. You don't really want to know. That $1,000 would be like 10 to 15,000. All right. So that just gives you an idea how quickly this transfer of wealth is happening while people are saying, no, Eric, it's not transfer of wealth. I'm like, where else can you put in 400, 500, 300 bucks and have thousands of dollars? Let me know when this happens, where you don't have to go out here and get a loan or ask somebody to do something for you. Where does this happen? I'm like, you can invest in the 401ks, even Kathy Woods and all them guys, but you're not going to be changing stuff out other than if she gives you 30, 40, 50%. Yes, that's cool. But you actually have potential to earn 100%, 70% yourself, double your money type stuff. So triple your money, 5 times your money, 10 times your money. This is all happening right now. 33 Naughty. That's it. Giving the hand claps. Lateef Killingsworth is here on the Monday Night Live. Thank you for being here once again. Best info in the game. Love the trade secrets from all the savants on the live. Much love, SSN fam. Thank you so much, Lateef Killingsworth. That's what we like to do here. Get that pen, pad, and pencil ready. And we have people in the community from the SSN Nation that are willing to drop jewels, drop the gems that help everybody. A rising tide lifts all boats, and we ain't leaving nobody behind. All you got to do is change your mindset and say, you know what? I don't care if it's an extra $10. I'm using that extra $10 and investing here. I don't care if it's what they got, that acorn and all that stuff. When you have a little change left over and you can invest, you can do that yourself without them. Because on Robinhood, you can do fractional shares. Fidelity, I believe I can do fractional shares. And by the way, Fidelity, I can do over-the-counter shares, and they don't charge me any fees. All right? So, again, that's what we're talking about here. So I'm glad to hear that, Lateef. Thank you so much, man. And I'm glad to see you again here on the Monday Night Live stream, the Money Making Mondays with SSN Nation. Curtis Davis, Bags. Great evening, SSN fam. Miss Melanie Benitez here. Miss 23 Streams of Income is in the house. And anybody who's new, yes, you heard me correctly, 23 Streams of Income. And I have a feeling she's going to have 24 shortly, because I know she's going to be going to Punta Cana, and I don't know how you're going to avoid. I don't even know how she's going to avoid putting down $500 to $1,000 to reserve and then pay 10% down on properties that could cost anywhere from $60,000 to $140,000. So either $6,000 down or $14,000 down, either way, and then pay like $700 a month. I don't know. So I think she's going to have 24 here in about 2 or 3 months. But welcome. She also has books, so go to Amazon and check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is your take on self-credit repair program? Brian Bird, I don't know about self-credit repair program. I do know about self-credit builder program, and I agree with it. I like it. In fact, I have links down below for credit tonight because they do no hard inquiries, no credit check. It's an installment trade line that they add to your credit report, but they report to all three. And I'll take the installment trade line because they're giving me on-time payments. They're giving me payment history. It's a new mix of credit because it's revolving as credit cards and they're doing installment. And they give me new credit and a mix of credit. All that. New credit is 10%. Mix of credit is 10%. On-time payment history, meaning months, 15%. And then installment also does on-time payment, which is 35% of your credit score. So yes, I approve wholeheartedly of Self-Lender. And I might have a link down below in the description. And the other beauty about Self-Lender is they also have a secured credit card. So after you get within like 3 months or 4 months worth of payments and built up that little savings that they have, you can tell them to transfer the savings into a secured credit card. And now you're going to have the debt utilization on a secured credit card side and a revolving trade line. So now you have two items reporting for the same money you're investing into Self-Lender. I love it. I've been promoting Self-Lender for ever since I started, like 2-3 years. So this is beautiful. I'm glad you brought that up. And I have other stuff down below like Tomo credit card, Benjamin. I have the new credit video dropping tomorrow with no hard inquiry. So Brian Bird, you're going to have to check it out. I was about to say something that I don't even have down below yet. But I think I have the Tomo credit card, the X1. I have all those which are no hard inquiry, and they use a little bit different method on how you get qualified to get a credit card from them. They use your bank account. And X1 hasn't come out yet, but get on the wait list. All right? And then I have a few more down there. Grow Credit might be down there as well, where Grow Credit uses your Netflix, your Amazon Prime, or whatever that's $15 or less. They also do an installment trade line, no hard inquiry, no credit check, and they report to the credit bureau as well. So what we're working on in 2021 is no hard inquiries, getting streams of income, and investing, getting assets. So you have streams of income coming in, because when inflation takes over, don't start crying if it gets 15, 20% within a year, because anybody that has a job, you're not going to be able to catch up. So that's why we need those streams of income, because we can always stay ahead, because we can always charge people more for our services once you have streams of income coming in. But when you have a W-2 only, you can't ask your boss for a 10% raise. It's probably not coming. All right. So hopefully that helps you out, Brian Bird. I bought more crypto too. It's low prices now, long way. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Thank you so much. I'm glad to hear this. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Buy more when it's down here. What a small world. Met someone yesterday that also bought a Galaxy project. Man, the word is out. He purchased a penthouse for $450K. He's a business guy from Orlando and loaded with money. That's my homie now. Right on. Yeah, the man went out there, and he's an investor. He's smart. He probably knows, well, Victor Marrero probably told him that he made a wise move, and probably told him, hey, man, you bought that penthouse for $450. I wonder how much it's worth now. Or if, I don't know when he bought it, but the penthouse could have only been $350 last year or 3 years ago. Who knows? But that's the point, though. Timing matters, and this is the greatest time. And in case anybody wants to know about Punta Cana and Dominican Republic, you can search the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel. I have several videos on properties in the Punta Cana area, and even in the Sosua Cabarete area, but in that area, it's only Sosua Ocean Village. All right? But that is awesome. I know, Victor Morel, what a small world it is. But when you are an investor and you hang out in certain locations, you usually run into other investors. So no surprise. I bought ETC at 40. I got, oh man, BSV at 140. All these are deals. Litecoin 138. Wow. 33 Naughty. I've been listening to you since I found you about 2 weeks ago. I put out 18,000 and now I double my money plus more. At them prices, whoo, you're doing damage, my man. Yeah, and if he would have done 2 weeks ago, yeah, he's about right. He probably has doubled. probably has doubled. So that is awesome to hear. We have a testimonial, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness, I forgot. This is like a testimonial. We got to clip this out somehow. I'm going to leave it on the screen for a minute. Why don't I just talk about something else while I leave it on the screen? 33 Naughty. I'm going to read his next memo. So everybody else who's watching the video at an hour and 35 minutes after this rolls, they'll be like, what does this guy say? I was just talking to my wife about using the profits to start a small mini mart here. Lots of Haitians and Spanish people. I can probably do well with a mini mart in a location like that. And you have let's just put it plain and simple. How do you win? Well, this is my opinion. You're going to have the food and the items that caters to the Haitians and Spanish population. So if that's the neighborhood, they'll be coming to your store. But yeah, I love that. A beautiful testimonial. Thank you so much for saying that. And oh, wait, hold on. Let me point out something he said. I found you about 2 weeks ago. I put 18,000 and now I double my money. 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. And why did he double his money? Because he did a couple of things. He was like, when he heard that call to arms, when the prices went down, he was like, oh, here's opportunity knocking. And he took advantage. That's what we're talking about. He wasn't scared. He took a chance. Let's say what it is. It's a risk. It could have went from 18 to 9 if he would have bought it a certain time. But he bought it the right time, and he rewarded with it. And 18,000 is nothing to sneeze at. 15,000, 10,000, nothing to sneeze at. Something you didn't even earn. That's beautiful right there. I love it. Love to hear this. We definitely, fam, LOL. I found out about you looking up how to get a virtual office space. Brian Bird, welcome. Thank you so much. That's how we do it around here, Brian Bird. We're not just a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 stop shop. Man, we got to have them 7 streams of income. So therefore, we got to talk about 10 streams of income when you think about it. Because not everybody's down with the 7 that I may pick. Somebody might come up with something new and different. Like Melanie Bonita, who has books and she does speaking engagements, which leads to another stream of income. A book signing, which leads to another stream of income. Somebody else might have books and book signing and want to write books and do things like that. This helps you out because there's people here that actually do this. That's the beauty of this. But thank you so much. I'm glad to hear this. The virtual office space is all for those who don't understand, is that if you have a business, you don't really want to use your home address. But doesn't it seem a lot better if a business is calling another business and they have somebody that answers the phone? Doesn't it seem a lot better when you actually have a business address, a business fax number, a business phone number? Doesn't it seem a lot better from a business to business standpoint? And you're still incognito, and meaning that you're not giving out your residential address and you never know who's who and what's what on the internet these days. You have lunatics out there. So you don't really want to use your residential address as your business address if you can avoid it. Not saying you don't have to, but if you can avoid it, don't use residential, use virtual office. I believe I have the link down below for the virtual office. Opus Virtual Office. It might be down below in the description, by the way. Since it's Money Making Mondays with SSN Nation, I'm pretty sure I might have put that in there. So, and that helps you in the long run if you start doing funding and things like that. Some people say, no, you can't use a virtual office. Well, I've been able to get credit cards under SSN Nation. Stop Struggling Now, LLC. I use Opus Virtual Office. I'm just going to tell you like it is. I don't have a problem. They're sending me cards. They're giving me my net 30s, not a problem. Anybody can get net 30s, but I'm getting credit cards under the business name. No problems. Now, funding wise, I haven't tried to do any funding yet, so I can't really say about the funding under the Stop Struggling Now LLC Opus Virtual Office, but we'll find out. It's not like I need funding, but maybe one of these days I'll go check that out. I was just talking. Oh, yeah, that's what he was saying. I average about 74% return on my money today. There we go. 33 Naughty. Exactly. And guess what else? If you're in the crypto space, it's going to go higher. So that 18 ain't going to be, it's going to be like 40 this time tomorrow, probably, if that's what majority of it's invested in. Or for that matter, the stock market, the same thing. Curtis Davis, I cannot agree more. And the feeling is amazing. Exactly. Did I miss? Let's see, Curtis. Yeah, I don't think I missed it. Once you double your money on stock, you can pull out principal. Let house money work for you. You just have to get started. Exactly. That's another option. Can't say nothing wrong with that. And keep in mind, if you pull it out, whether this is crypto or stocks, remember, you're going to have to, well, okay, generally the rule is you're going to have to pay 25% capital gains on the profit. So let's just keep things simple. We'll say 20,000 was profit. You're going to have to pay 5,000. So you got to set 5 G's aside. Or however you want to do it. You don't have to set it aside, but you know you're going to owe 5 G's. All right. Now, I won't get into other things, how we top 10 percenters, how we're going to get out of that. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I made a tax video. When I was saying, when people were all up in arms about Joe Biden's tax plan, I'm gonna show you guys something. Earnings. Let's say. Okay. I can't find it now. I don't think. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm gonna pull it up for you because I'm proving my point that I was talking about when I did the video about why are you guys worried about the Biden tax plan. Well, first of all, in case you guys are still not understanding, it was $400,000 or more. That's the only way you're going to be taxed more. Or if you made over $1 million. Okay? As a couple, 400,000, or household, 400,000. It's not couple, it's household. Or next, if you make over $1 million, you're going to be taxed more, higher rate, right? And I made a point during that video when I said, ha 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 ha. I was like, ha ha ha. I was like, this is a joke. I said, whenever we make that kind of money, all we're going to do is just say, instead of us making $1 million, we're just going to say we make 700,000. Why? Because we're making money from businesses. The business is going to hold the money. We can write ourselves a check at owner distribution, owner salary, whatever we want to write. So we'll just leave the money in the business. We'll just say we got W-2 of 700 grand. Well, let me show you something. If this is the article or one of the articles I just Googled. Here we go. President Biden and his wife Jill, a teacher, earned $607,000 last year. That is down from $985, ladies and gentlemen. What did I tell you? Did I not tell you? Hold on, you can't see it. Yeah, okay, you can see it. What did I tell you? This is how the game is played. So when they started talking about we're going to do $1 million, you're going to get taxed more. I told you, all we're going to do is just write it under $1 million. We're just going to say we make, like in their case, $600,000. We're not going to say we made $985,000. We're not going to write ourselves that money. So now his taxes next year, it probably won't even be $600,000. It'll probably be down to like $400,000. All right. So what did I tell you? Isn't this how it works? You know, I hate to be like the guy that says I told you so, but I told you. Top 10 percenters don't lose. And when you have businesses and streams of income and you're an employee of your company, then your company, you tell it to write you a certain amount. So if I know I'm going to be taxed when I make $1 million or more, do you think I'm going to pay myself $1 million or more when I don't want to pay taxes? I want to make sure I'm under that. My household going to have $400,000? Hell no. We're going to be under that. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it's a joke. The people who pay taxes are going to be the same old people paying taxes. All right? All righty. Just proving it. There you go. All right. Yeah, that's what I meant. Self-credit builder. Yes, Brian Bird, I agree with self-credit builder. Do it. I have a link. I don't know if I have a link down below for it, but in the last live stream, or just Google the channel for credit, and you please use my link if you decide to use Self-Lender. I'd appreciate that. Victor, we have the vision. Yes, exactly. Everyone has the vision. I love Self and Credit Strong. I used them 3 years ago and made it back to the 700s in less than 6 months. Exactly. That's how we do it. That's exactly. Smart man, 33 Naughty. I like it. I like to hear this. Key militants in the house. I know that Gemini has a credit card waiting list now. Did you sign up? Hell no, I didn't. Key militant, I like. Look, Gemini is a crypto joint. So is BlockFi. You know what those two things have in common? The Winklevoss brothers. Again, the Winklevoss brothers, for my taste, they love the banks too much. They don't have their skin in the game, even though they're like gazillionaires, because they have crypto from 2010 and 2011 when it was 3 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent. But the point is, they don't usually invest the money of their own money in their own businesses. That's the reason I don't. Again, I haven't looked at Gemini if they put their money in the game, but I doubt it. And they're using borrowed money from the banks to fund Gemini. I have nothing really bad to say about it. I just don't like dealing with it. The whole point of crypto is to make sure the banks aren't involved. And they're the first ones trying to sign up with banks. BlockFi, they did it. And now they did it with probably Gemini too. I haven't looked at it, but I'm pretty sure that's their MO. They love the banks because the banks are like they're with the banks as far as I'm concerned. But if you want the Gemini credit card, that's fine. Sign up on the wait list. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's just that don't be surprised when they operate like a bank and start charging you fees and all this stuff. That's all I can say. Okay. The best live stream, SSN info, 7+ streams, real estate, crypto stocks, books, social media, podcasts, work 1 time and get paid 10 times. That's what we're talking about here. Build your library. Build your assets up. I have 400 plus videos. You can use those. I can use those down the line. Remake, remix. Put them on whatever new platforms come out. Already in the can. Something else you guys don't know about if you're new here. I showed a picture. In fact, I still have it on the, in fact, I'll show it here now. Where I told the people about the story where we did a photo shoot in Las Vegas. Here it is here. All right. This is the photo shoot in Las Vegas that was done a long time ago, years ago, at the South Point Casino. So that's why you see the SP. South Point Casino and South Las Vegas Boulevard. And this was never released. It was a photo shoot supposed to be turned into a calendar. I have all rights and everything to every image, everything. This isn't a shared event. So now it's sat dormant, which you could always sell calendars, and I probably have video and all kind of stuff to this. But now there's such a thing called NFTs that did not exist before. Now I can sell this on NFTs once I do the backgrounds for this and change up, get some sort of theme. This is now an eligible product on an NFT that was not even available before. I now can monetize this in a different way than I did before. And not only that, what's better, an NFT, you can keep getting paid if somebody else sells it. So if somebody else says, I want to sell this image down the road, you can build into your NFT if you want 10%, 20%, or 30% of the sale. So you get it every time it exchanges. So when people trade cards, picture this. When somebody sold their original Jordan rookie card for $200, now the guy next sold it for $400. Next guy sold it for $3,000. Imagine you were the original guy, and for each sale, you got whatever percentage you initially put in there, 10, 20, 30% every time it resold. That's the power in the NFT. And now, because of this, I'm going to release the series of these series of the pictures, which will be much better. You know, they'll have image behind because of the white screen. But I'm going to release those in an NFT. And now I'm also going to have the 10, 20, or 30%. I haven't figured out the number yet. So every time if somebody says these are collectibles and want to resell it and they can make more money, I'm going to be getting paid for the rest of my life. So you never know what's going to come out. That is the point I'm trying to make here. So when you're out here making content, you just never know what's going to happen. Just like anybody in the music business from like 2005, 2010 and before, they didn't know nothing. There was no streaming. You're going to get paid on streaming services. You're going to get paid on you because it's on YouTube. You're going to get paid because it's on Spotify, iHeart, and all that. iTunes and all that's going to pay us for singles, going to pay us for albums, going to pay us for other things. And you have CD Baby, and who knows what's going to happen. I get paid for merchandise, and I can package this all up. Nobody knew that. But now all these artists don't even have to be on labels. You can be independent and make money now. And you don't have an IOU with the labels. And there are people out here making thousands of dollars per month as an artist that just basically plays their own music on different platforms and then sells the CDs, or not CDs, but streams, sells the streams and sells all that. They're making money. They don't even have to be number one. They don't have to be in the top 100 on the Billboard charts. There's people out there making hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're not even on the charts. All right? So just think about it. Some guys like number one over in Europe on the streaming, people over in Europe are buying all this, his iTunes and all the Spotify, iHearts, whatever, Pandora's, whatever they're buying it at, Amazon. Dude's making hundreds of thousands of dollars because he's number one in a European country. Because he owns all of it. It's not on a label. The label's not going, well, we got to keep the rights for publishing. We got to keep the rights for writers and musicians and all that. No. So this is what's happening for the future. So you never know. So while you're building your repertoire, you just never know when you're going to be able to use it. Poly up 45%. Brian P., welcome to the Monday Night Live Stream. We talked about Matic, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know I said buy some. You heard me say it last Wednesday, last Friday, and you'll hear me say it again. That's right, Brian P. Glad to hear this. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you, 33 Naughty. I appreciate you following, man. I'm so glad you listened, because people listen, but sometimes you got to take action. All right, we're an hour and 50 minutes in. Please smash that like button. Melanie, what's up, family? All right, Latrice, Radier, Rattlers in the house. Glad to see you again. Thank you so much for being here on the Monday Night Live Stream. Hit that like button. This is fire. Thank you so much. Got to hit that like button so we can wake up the YouTube algorithm, because they don't like what we're talking about here at SSN Nation. They rather have all this buffoonery out here, people lying to you. They're going to promote all that nonsense, but when we talk the real, they don't want none of it. They can't allow the real to be told, because the real helps millions of other people if the word gets out. I'm not the one sitting here saying, buy my course. What does a course do? Okay, I can learn from a course potentially. But I'm still sitting here saying we need those 7 streams of income. You can keep buying the course, but in the meantime, are you getting those streams of income? Are you getting those assets? Are you getting something that's going to pay you while you sleep? Because if it's anything short of that, then there ain't nothing else to talk about, especially with inflation coming. It's serious out here. It's real in the field. We show you how to buy property. We ain't sitting here waving stuff around going, I got this check from the title company, blurring it out and all that kind of nonsense. No, we're not doing that. Like I said, search the channel for the Airbnb video where I'm actually showing you my 1099s. I ain't blurring it out going, oh, yeah, well, no, you see my name on there. You see Airbnb's name. You see their address. It's on there. I'm not hiding that stuff out. Come on now. This is what we do. You see my name on contracts. I'm not sitting there waving stuff around talking about this is what we're doing here. This is what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. All right? You can do it too. I'm just pointing out, no matter what I do, you can do. No matter what somebody else does, you can do. But when they're trying to make it harder than what it is, that's where I have a problem. It's not harder than what it is. And that's why I show the contracts. That's why I show some stuff that I do so you guys can actually see this is ordinary citizen stuff. This isn't rocket science. Just like investing. You make money, I make money. I decide to invest and another person does not. I'm not better than them, nor am I smarter than them. I just decided to be like our man here, 33 Naughty. You put money into something and took a risk, and I was able to double my money. Good for me. but another person might not take that same risk. So for you, we have other platforms like real estate. We have other things like you might want stocks that give you dividends, dividend stocks, PSEV, AGNC, stocks like that. You get dividends, ORC, SHLX. These all give like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13% interest. I shouldn't say interest, 13% dividend every year. Every 3 months or every month, you're receiving money into your brokerage account. That is money while you sleep. Some people might not like investing in crypto. They might like investing in stock and vice versa. Some people might not like investing in that. They'll invest in real estate. Some people might be going, hey, Eric, like Tanisha said a few weeks ago when I brought up that, talked about the pictures I have, and I started talking about NFTs. I believe her daughter's an artist. And now that gave her an idea like, wait a minute, my daughter can sell NFTs. Her art can be NFTs. So once again, we talk about real stuff happening right now that anybody can do. We're not giving you this, I got a secret sauce, I got a secret this, I got a secret that, buy my course. I hate that. To me, that's no different than giving your money to a bank, giving your money to a 401k, giving your money to the mutual funds. That's no different to me. And that's the way I look at it. Because I'm like, okay, I'm giving you my money for something, yes. But in reality, unless I do something with whatever you tell me, then it's not going to work. So no matter what, you're going to have to do something. When you receive the information, you have to do something. No matter if it's free or if you pay for it. If you don't do anything, it's not going to work out. That's just the way it is. All right. So went to sleep Sunday night, woke up 1,000 wealthier. Curtis Davis. Hey, man, I know. That's what I'm saying. I even just stopped looking at my accounts. That's why I haven't really been in touch, because I just was like, okay, just like today when I sent my message to the community, to the members on the community tab, when I said I'm buying more ETH, I'm buying more BTC, and I'm buying, I think it was 3 things, like I said. And I knew I was going to buy it because I saw the prices. I was just like, I'm just going to go buy this stuff after I send this. Done. So that's how it goes. 33 Naughty. He's in the house. He has the icon next to his name. Thank you so much. I humbly appreciate that. We have a new member here in SSN Nation. And guess what else? That means on Wednesday night, since he has the icon next to his name, he's going to be in the members only chat room on the Wednesday night live at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Mr. Eric, thank you very much. This is the most money I ever made in such a short period. It's all because of your great coaching skills. Also, I'm a member now, so I never missed your live again. Thank you so much, man. You know what? It almost brings tears to my eyes to hear this, because this is exactly what I've been trying to do this whole time. That's why the channel is called Stop Struggling Now. Because once you believe and once you make that step and say, I'm all in, I'm going to do this, and then all you're going to do is just go with the playbook and say, you know what? Because it could have went the other way. You could have went like down, and then you would have said, well, he said buy a little bit more when it goes down. But again, there's always a way to win. Just don't give up, because if you sell when you're already down, then it's kind of like you gave up and you're going to have a loss. And some people did sell when it went down. It went from, like, Bitcoin went from 55 to, like, you see 30, 32. People sold under 55, even though they bought it 55. They sold out. Now it's back at 38, and they're sitting there. They're probably kicking themselves going, man, I shouldn't have sold at 32. Now it's at 38. Tomorrow it'll probably be at 40. They'll be like, good grief, I didn't have to lose that 20 G's, 23 G's. Now I'm almost down 15 if I'd have kept that money. So see, there's a big difference. There's always a way to win, but you will have to believe. But thank you so much, man. That's exactly why I started the channel, because I'm trying to help out as many people as I can. And I'm so happy to hear that it's worked out for you. Thank you so much. Hey, at Curtis Davis, Wilson Koo. Hey, at Melanie Bonita, how goes the show? That's right. She's got her own YouTube channel as well. Yes, business, all about progressive revenues, returns. 2019 earned 50K crypto, 2020 earned 100K crypto, 2021, but only distribute 40K to self. If everybody doesn't understand what he's talking about, that's it. Go check out. In fact, I can't remember if I actually did a video on this. I don't think I did. I might have. But only distribute 40K to self. What he means by only distribute 40K. What we're talking about here is when you have an LLC and the profits pass through to the individual. So if your company makes, let's say, $50,000 in profit, you're going to owe self-employment tax based on $50,000. That's 15.3, by the way. So you can start doing the numbers. 15 times 5, 75. So you're around $8,000 in tax. And if you made that 50,000 and you had a profit, let's say you took out 20,000, just say you made 20,000 in whatever stocks or crypto. And then you said, you know what, I'm going to take it out. That means you now owe $20,000. There's going to be capital gains. And let's just say you did it within a year. That's 25%. All right. So now you're going to have to pay some more, another $5,000. All right. What he's referring to with the 40K is if you had an S corp, or you could have a corporation too, but we'll stick with the S corp because that's the sweet spot. The S corp, your company could have had 50K profit, but you could have said you wrote yourself wages of $20,000. Okay. Now you're going to pay your payroll tax, all that based on 20,000. The 30,000 you don't have to pay self-employment tax on, nor the 20,000. So now you just changed your tax rates to around, I can't guess the number, but it's going to be like $2,000 maybe. That's it. Something like that. $2,000, 2,500. Tax lady might be here and help me out with that, but that's generally what you're going to pay. That's a big difference. 7,500 versus $2,000. And by the way, that little capital gains thing, because you don't make enough money, you're not going to owe that 25% either. It'll be zero because you're at $40,000 and under. In 2020, that is. There you go. That's what he's referencing regarding the 40K. Now you understand why if you have an S corp, and I told people before, I'm making $30,000 per year. Because if I want to start doing some stuff with capital gains, I never have to worry. And some of you might be going, well, Eric, $30,000 a year, nobody can live on that. Who said it's only $30,000 a year? I'm getting owner distributions. Are you getting it yet? All right. So what I'm going to try and do here, 2 hours, 2 minutes, Monday night live stream. Normally we don't go this long. Please smash the like button so they know we're still here. Victor, M, Curtis, D, you guys are giving amazing gems. Thank you. Wilson Koo, you're giving gems as well. Thank you. And I appreciate that, man. Yeah, Marrero, Mr. Financial, Melanie, Bunny, everybody, Tanisha Lyles, everybody is giving the love here. I'm going to try and do something. Let me show you guys something. I can't remember what capital gains tax. Let's call it a wage of 30,000. Let me see if I can pull up something real quick. Let me see. I don't know who to go with. Oh, here we go. All right. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, okay, here's the reason why I stopped. Oh, okay, I thought I had it on the screen. Here's the reason why I stopped, because they were talking about what happens if your capital gain is 50,000. This amount may push the taxpayer into 25% marginal tax bracket. In this instance, the taxpayer pays 0% of capital gains tax and the amount of capital gain that fit into the 15% marginal tax bracket. So again, what that refers to is I'll pull something up, but basically 15% is what would be paid up to 40,000. So the person would owe $6,000 for capital gains. The 10,000 would be paid at 25%, so he'd owe 2,500 more. That's on $50,000 profit, ladies and gentlemen. All right, of a capital gain. But that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm actually looking for is something else. I can't pull it up, I don't think. That's not. Here we go. This might work. Let me see what happens. I'm going to put in 30, which single status could be. And I'm going to give us some sale value. Let's see what happens if this gives me the right thing. Here's what's going to happen. Sale value, so I got 40. Oh, sorry, can't do that. That's giving me 6,000. I'm going to have to, in fact, I'll do another video because I can't pull it up what I need. Because I wanted to show you the IRS. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'm going to do this. IRS capital gains tax by wage. See if I can pull this up real quick. I like doing real time. Try to get it up. Here we go. Here we go. No, that's Nerd Wallets. Nah, come on. Well, maybe I'll break it out on Wednesday. I'll have it all queued up for you guys. So then you can see what we're talking about here. Because it's actually spelled out on the IRS website. So I'll bring it on Wednesday. So you guys got to stay tuned for Wednesday when we talk about capital gains again. But yeah, Wilson Koo, it's going great. Thank you so much for asking. Hey, Curtis and SSN Nation, I've been listening. Moms Davis is in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being here. Once again, thank you. Brian Bird, where were those dividend stocks? PSEC. P as in Paul, S as in Sam, E, C as in Charles. In fact, let's go look at some of them. Let's go. PSEC stock. Here we go. 8.64%. All right. This is 72 cents a year is what each stock is worth. And they issue dividends every month. That's right. You heard me. PSEC every month is 8.64% now. How this works is when the stock keeps going up, the dividend goes down because basically you divide the 72 cents by $8.33. But I'm going to show you guys, we've been getting the best of both worlds because last year we've been buying this ever since it was $5, $4.90 and 80 cents and all that. So we have a dollar cost average under $5. So we got at that position at $5, it was like 13% on our money, still earning 13% on our money. And it went up basically 50%. So we've got the best of both worlds. It actually went up in price and we're getting double digits. But at $8.33, it's 8%, 8.64%. That's P as in Paul, S as in Sam, EC. All right. Oh, you guys can't see it when I have this on the board. So you can't see down at the bottom. Here, let me get down here. This is where you will see the dividend. 8.64, which is still a decent rate. But they issue, and I reinvest it because it's on Robinhood. And so whenever I reinvest, it just buys more stock. Gotta love it. All right. The other one, AGNC, issues every month. And now that's risen as well. 18, almost 20. Man, this was down to, okay, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. It was down $12 when we got it last year. And it was double digits again. It was around, I don't know the actual dollar amount, but it was over double digits. So it has to be giving off more than $1.20 a year or so. So again, it's at 18, so it's down to 7.75%. But AGNC also issues dividends every month. SHLX, which is an oil shell midstream. Oh my goodness, they've risen as well. This is crazy. But even at this price of $15, if you invest in this company right now, 11.68% on your money. Okay. This is part of inflation. This is also part of that hacker situation with the oil company. ORC, $5.60. Dividend is 13.93%. That's 3, but it's 13.93%. So there goes some for you, and they give dividends every 3 months. But it's irrelevant. It's 13.93% annually on your money for whatever you invest at $5.60. If it drops below $5.60, then you earn more than 13.93. So some of us are earning 15% on this, 14% and over on this ORC. All right? Nothing to sneeze at. It puts a floor in some of your earnings, right? I don't mind having a floor. So that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I see something new. All right. We gave you those. Hopefully you got that. Brian Bird, Jewel 20 Lady. Welcome, 32 Naughty. Right on. Welcome to becoming an SSN Nation member. Thank you so much. Brooklyn Daddy's in the house. Welcome to the Monday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here once again. I appreciate it. Hey, fam. What about Sheba? Yeah, Brian P. already, man. Bitmart, which I don't have a link down below in the description, but if you're in the USA, you got to sign up with, well, one of the easiest ways is get Bitmart, the app. And what you do is you can upload to Coinbase, then send your USDT. You have to send Tether, or you can use Gemini, Exodus, whoever you want to upload to. But you send USDT over to Bitmart, and then you exchange on Bitmart USDT for SHIBA. And that's how you do it. It's that simple. Yes. It's at, oh, in fact, I don't know what it's at, but let's go look. It used to be, what, 6 zeros for Shiba? Used to have 6 zeros in front of the 1. This was just a few weeks ago. Now it's 1. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me pull up Coin. Okay, CoinGecko works. Let's pull this up, see what we got. Let me see. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means there's some movement on this, ladies and gentlemen. It used to have 6 zeros. Now it's down to 5. So that means it's a millionth. Now we're down to, what are we down to? We're down to the 100,000s. Yep. We're down to 100,000 now. It's not down to a million. So that means it moved over one spot. So that means people are made a little bit of cash on this. But yeah, when it's this, a person can put in 10, 20 bucks and hope it goes to $1 or 5 cents or whatever. And that'll do you good because that's 6 zeros. So you don't even have to invest that much. 10, 20, well, you got to have a minimum. I can't remember what their minimum was. But, you know, you got to send over 25 bucks or something. I mean, that's what I recommend. It's speculation. That's exactly, it's pure speculation on things like Doge, Doggy Coin, things like Sheeb or Shiba. Those are pure speculations. So I mean, some people might want to put 100, 200 in there and have millions of shares. But I have millions of shares, but I didn't put that much in there. Because I put in the million decimal point when it was 6 zeros or 7 zeros. So it's good news I'm ahead, but not by much. All right, let's see here. The first time I got on your live and listened to your strategy, I knew I was all in and had to invest in crypto. By the way, I share your live with my family and some of my friends on Facebook. Thank you so much, 33 Naughty. I appreciate that. That's what we're trying to do. That's the idea. Even if they're not listening, at least give them the information, and hopefully some of them say, you know what, let me check this out. Let me listen. Let me go check out some other things. Mom Davis with the icon back in the name. Thank you so much. Once again, a member of the channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. I humbly appreciate that. And you're here on another day. Again, purchased. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you like dividends plus ETF diversification, an option will be SDIV. Yes, you've mentioned that before. Global X Super Dividend ETF. 6.63% yield. Can't beat that on an ETF. He's right about that. ETFs are in, well, most ETFs are 5%, 4%. Actually, some are even 3%, which is incredible. Oh my, I got a donation from Mom Davis, $5. I humbly appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I really, really appreciate any of that donation money. Thank you. I humbly appreciate that, Moms Davis. And you're also a member of the channel. I appreciate your financial support greatly. Thank you so much. I got them. I had the shell stock on my watch list. I'm going to go ahead and get it. Brian Bird, I hope so, man. Just think about this. 3 weeks ago, it was even higher because it was like, it wasn't that much. It was over. In fact, let me go look at SHLX. Let me go look at this because I can't remember what the number was. SHLX. Yeah, it's 11.6. Think about this. Look at this. So May 4th, it was 14. So it was under the 1575. So it was a little bit higher, but still 11.68. Can't lose. I like it myself. 33 Naughty, thanks for sharing. That's exactly. Thank you so much. Because as you can see, we're sitting here telling the YouTube algorithms to show us some love. So please smash that like button. And 2 hours and 16 minutes is almost a record on a Monday Night Live. So we're about to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have anything else you want to talk about, Money Making Mondays with SSN Nation, please let me know now. You can talk about it because we're still live. We're still hot. We're still making it happen. Welcome, Moms Davis. That's right, Jules 20 lady with the icon. It's nothing but icon love around here. Wednesday night, 8:50 p.m., we're going to have another video. Tomorrow night, I'm dropping another credit video with some fintechs. They're already out there. People might know about it, but fintechs, they're coming. They're making a bigger and bigger splash. They're trying to get people, and the fintechs are trying to take banking share, which they will, because one of the fintechs coming out said we're going to give people 3% on their money. That already beats a bank. And then they're talking about, guess what else? We're not going to charge you any fees if you overdraft up to $100. We're just going to give you provisional credit. So then that way you're overdrawn $50. Fine. There ain't going to be no, $30 overdraft fee. We're just going to tell you, hey, man, you need to fund your account. So they're coming. They're going to be taking banks' business. And if you have direct deposits, they're willing to give you a credit card because you're having your direct deposits of a certain amount over the course of 90 days. That's right. Fintechs are coming. And they're saying, well, if the banks don't want to give you any interest, we'll take your money, give you interest, and they're going to do the same thing. They're going to use your money to make money. But it's at least they're giving you some products. They're sitting there saying, hey, man, you have money coming in. We don't need to see your credit. We'll give you credit. You showing us you have money coming in your account. You have your wages coming into your account. We don't have a problem. I mean, I'm surprised this never happened before, quite frankly. This is crazy. Thank you, Curtis. Yes, love new fintech way. Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, live stream here at Stop Struggling Now and the SSN Nation, we can talk about anything you want to talk about. So if you have anything to talk about on Wednesday, the same rules will always apply. We're going to talk about it. We're going to dissect it a little bit. We'll even pull it up on screen and talk about it. However we got to do this, we want to make sure everybody's comfortable in learning something here. And I missed somebody. 33 Naughty. He gave me a super sticker as well. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. I humbly appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you. Leonardus, welcome to the Monday night live stream. Welcome. SSN family, greetings from Philly. Philly's in the house. Broad Street, Broadway's in the house. Thanks for the excellent content, Eric. Because of your wisdom and advice, I hope to meet you at the Panorama Gardens in Punta Cana. Leonardus has joined the family. Yes, at the Panorama Gardens. This is unbelievable. Yes, we have another man that has invested in real estate. Man, oh man, please tell me, did you get the Panorama Gardens? Have you got a contract in place? And what happened? Let us know, man, before we get off. Or are you saying that you're going to meet me in the DR? Because you know where my unit is. Well, I'm not going to live there, of course. But, you know, of course, I'm going to be there. And I'll probably be running live from in the penthouse unit at Panorama Gardens, so I won't be hard to find. But, yeah, that's going to be sweet, man. Hopefully you got some real estate or thinking about getting the Panorama Gardens because they're selling like hotcakes and the prices went up. Well, for the penthouse units, it's now $133 instead of $123. 132.9 probably because the other one was 122.9. But, yeah, that'd be awesome, man. That's going to be awesome. Thank you, Jules, for the mom. Davis, welcome back to the family. All right. So if you guys have anything else to say, I'm going to wait on Leonardus because, you know, we always like to hear another person investing in real estate and potentially going to be using it for Airbnb and now making profits for the rest of their life. That's the name of the game. And in case you're new, yes, I do have videos. You can do a search on the Stop Struggling Now channel for the Punta Cana or Dominican Republic real estate. And also, you might feel uncomfortable because you have to use a lawyer in the DR. I just found out today because I don't do business in Georgia. Apparently, Georgia is like the DR. They don't have title companies, and somebody wanted to buy real estate and go through a lawyer. I was like shocked. I thought all of America did title companies. I didn't realize that I thought title companies was standard. Now I find out in Georgia you can go through a lawyer as a title. Well, they don't call them a title agency. It's just like in DR. So anyhow, the point is, if you're interested in Punta Cana and don't really feel comfortable, we have the Ask Johan series. That's right, a Dominican Republic real estate lawyer. And we did a live stream. So the full 38 minutes of the interviews on the live stream. And then I broke it down into 4 parts. So then you can find out about taxes, residency, why you need a lawyer in Dominican Republic. Everybody needs a lawyer. And if you want to get in touch with Ask Johan, then send me an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com. All right? Because you need a lawyer. The contracts are changed from Spanish to English. And sometimes on the translation, they leave a little bit out here and there. Or you might want to change something yourself because you don't feel it's right. Okay? That's what we do around here. So once again, let me know. Oh, best content on YouTube. Chili Davis, Mr. Curtis Davis in the house. Oh, yes. For 125K as of this morning, Leonardus, well done, my man. Well done. He didn't even have to pay the 132. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me know. Oh, wait. Hold on. In fact, people may be watching this that don't know what we're even talking about. Let me go pull up Panorama, Punta Cana. Let me show you guys. This is what we're talking about right here. We're going to go to Panorama Gardens because I think he's talking about a different unit. I don't, because there's a few 2-bedroom, 2-bath units. So let me know if you're the D1, D2, C3. Let me know which one it is. Let me know which unit type you got, but congratulations on that. Congratulations, Leonardus. Congratulations. Well done. And it's still negotiable. So when you see these prices, even though they raise the prices, you can still say, I'll buy it for this price. Well done. Let me see. Okay. Here's type A, which is 123. This is D2, which is 122. Here's a C3, which is 124. I don't know what C3. This is interesting. I don't have the floor plan for C3. Oh, wait, here goes another one. Type B. Oh, that's the patio, so that's the bottom floor. All right, yeah, the unit A2, they don't even have on here right now. They don't even have my unit. That's interesting. Yep. And so anyhow, if you guys aren't familiar and new here, this is the Punta Cana in Dominican Republic. This is a saltwater lake. On this side is a freshwater lake. This right here has restaurants, bars, and whatever, and you walk across. You're not going to be driving across. Over here is Oasis del Lago on the right side. You might see a little image right here. That's going to be the beach club. Oasis del Lago Beach Club. I don't know if it's specific for them or not, but when I was there, this right here is going to be outside of their gated community, so you'd be able to walk there. So I think it might be open to everybody. I don't know. Over here on the left is bars, restaurants. I mean, not restaurant, but bar and snack bar here, and they're going to add some down here at the other end as well. They have stage over here that's going to have music and microphones, and they have bathrooms over here as well. Over across here is something called, whoa, we're not going to play that. Over across there, on the other side, on this side is going to be lagoons, residences, Panorama Lake is approximately, I think it's going to be right here. Panorama Gardens is like over here. And Panorama Park's over here. So hopefully you guys can see that. That's going to be sweet. So let me know what unit type you got, Leonardus. But 125K by all metrics, 2-bedroom. Let me know which one you got. If you're on the 3rd floor with the separate separate units across the patio, or do you have the 2-bedroom that's on the bottom floor that has their own separate patio that you can put in like your jacuzzi on the ground? Let me know if you got that one. Let me know if you got the one I got, which is Unit A2, which has the terrace that's 55 square meters, or if there's another one that has a terrace that's 44 square meters. Man. Curtis Davis, thanks, Eric. Many gems tonight. Congratulations, Leonardos. Now sit back and enjoy the appreciation. Exactly. Tim Smith is in the house. Panorama Gardens. Yes, Panorama Gardens. Check it out, man. Here, I'll go back too. Let me go back to the page and let me show some of the love. Let's see here. Yes, Punta Cana, Airbnb friendly. You just need to reserve with 1,000 down, then you have to put down 10%. In case you're not familiar, they have a 9-hole nighttime golf course. Here, I'll switch this to English so people can see. The freshwater lake that you heard me talk about, the artificial beach, which is the saltwater lake, green areas, trails for running, all-terrain cycling circuits, sport fishing in the freshwater lake. You can fish. They have the Zen Place, which is in our section, the Panorama Gardens and Panorama Park has the Zen Place. We'll get to that in a second. But this co-working and co-office spaces, they don't even promote this. And I'm like, when I was there, I didn't even think about this co-working spaces. So I want to know more about this. I don't know where they are, but this is awesome. This is for all the influencers, all the people that are their own entrepreneur and their own business, the CEO of my life. We love this. I don't have to have an office in my space. I can say, hey, and promote it for Airbnb, telling people they have all this that they can go use. Man, this is beautiful. So here's the Zen Place, which if you're new, they're going to have yoga, Pilates, massages, spa, as well as an art gallery, cigar lounge, green terrace, cafeteria, swimming pool for entertainment. Yeah, it's off the charts. And so here are some of the units as they're screening by. I don't really know if these units are like this unit here. I don't know. It's got this high glass here, and I don't know which unit that could be, but maybe it's designed that way. C3, This one actually shows like there's a deck or something over here. There is a unit that does have a 44 terrace, and I don't know. I don't have the floor plan for the C3. This one here, it's on the third floor. So the D2, this one here actually has where you open the door, you're in a patio. On the left side is a studio unit, and on the right side is a 1-bedroom with another bath. So it ends up being a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit. That's on the third floor. And then A1 is a corner unit, which you see here at the bottom. C1 is a 1-bedroom, so they're just in the middle of the buildings. There's in the middle of each side, there's 1, 2, 3, I believe was the number. And then here's another 1-bedroom with a balcony. So hopefully, but anyhow, these prices are pretty decent. They're nice. Can't say nothing bad about it. All right. Yep. That's the Panorama Gardens. Oh, he says it's C3. So he got C3. Let's see. Is C3 on our list? C3. Corner. Oh, we got a bottom patio unit with jacuzzi option. I like it. Very nice. Do you know which building? Which building did you get? Because if you got building 2, then we're in the same building. But yeah, that's cool. You got a bottom floor. Nothing wrong with that. Love it. Rally Point at Panorama Gardens. SSN Nation 2023 convention. Tickets go on sale soon. Victor Marrero. How does he read my freaking mind all the time? Jeez. First it was the perks. When we're doing the Panorama Gardens, the SSN Lifestyle. In case you're new to this, we got this thing coming out that I'm doing, SSN Lifestyle. And basically part of it is whoever's going to be in the Founders Club, it's not going to be cheap, like I said, because they're going to have a free week. Well, it's not, well, kind of free, but the Founders Club, you get a free week at Panorama Gardens, or the second one, which is Simon's Place. But obviously Panorama Gardens is going to be the one everybody most likely would want to stay at. They're both penthouses, but Panorama, the Vista Cana Resort, as I call it, that actually has more amenities. So right now it does anyhow. It's by far. So most people would want to stay there. So that's on tap. Then we're going to add on Coco Bongo tickets. Then we're going to add on a 3-hour cruise or less tickets. You're going to get all that for being in the Founders Club. And of course, we're going to have SSN Nation at Vista Cana when we do SSN Lifestyle. That's where it's going to be at. One of the locations is going to be in Vista Cana. So that's how it's going to work out. And Victor Marrero is going to be hanging at his upscale location at the Hard Rock, at the Counter Rock he has at the Galaxy. And then he'll be coming down, hanging with us at the Vista Cana. And of course, we might be going to hang out with him up there too, because it's kind of cool. The beach up there is flower. It's like flowery sand up there at Hard Rock. So no matter what sand they bring in for the beach, the faux beach at Vista Cana, it's not going to compare to that sand that's over there at the Hard Rock Casino. Yep, tickets go on sale. That's exactly right. That's how we're going to do it. So we're going to have the SSN Nation thing there, and then we're going to have SSN Lifestyle there too. I have big plans. I like to have big plans because I actually am going to, ever since they put that tent down for the Panorama, the dig ceremony, the dirt ceremony, when they put down the shovels and they had that big tent in there, I was like, holy smokes, wait a minute. So I can rent a tent there? That means I can have a concert there? We can have promotional stuff there? Plus, I know the owners, too. They better let me in. They better let me do it. I'm going to have this thing's going to be happening over there on the island. Can you imagine? I already have it. Whenever you think it, you can make it happen. I need information for Panorama Gardens in Punta Cana. I will send you an email tomorrow. 33 Naughty. There you go. Eric at StopStrugglingNow.com. I'll get you hooked up with our girl, Andrea Rodriguez. You contact her. and then you get your thing. If you decide to purchase at Panorama or some other place, if you decide, you can just go with her. She'll handle it. And then you get Johan Confidante as your lawyer. You're in. So that's all you got to do. 1,000 to reserve, and then 30 to, well, let's just put it this way. It took them 4 months to get me my contract, so I didn't have to put down 30 days later. That's what it was supposed to happen. But because they're selling these things like hotcakes, I guess they got contracts, because if your contract's in English, they have to translate it. So I don't know if that takes extra time to do or not, but these guys took like 4 months to get me my contract. It's crazy. So, but anyhow, all good. Still going to have to pay the same amount down, but whether you wait 3 months or extend it 4 months, it's still the same. Ultimately, monthly payments come out to the same number. So, yeah, send me an email. We'll get you hooked up, and I'll send you so you can check it tonight. This will be Park, just in case you can get a heads up on it. Here's the link, is in the chat room. Here's the chat. In the chat room, I put the link for, what is it? Panorama Punacana.com. All right. And it has Park. There's a Panorama Park, which is villas and townhomes. Or you can be in the buildings. Panorama Garden is apartments. That's basically literally what they are. And something in my contract came up that was very interesting. The contract had on, I can't really tell where it is, but it had something about elevators. Now, I don't know which building is supposed to have elevators, because the Zen place, I don't think, has levels. So I don't know if they were talking about elevators in the Zen place, because my contract was for Panorama Gardens and my unit, but they mentioned elevators. So I'm like, there's 3 floors actually, but there's only one unit on the 3rd floor. So I was like, where's these elevators? Because I thought they were walk-up. And if there's elevators to this, I'm ecstatic, because I didn't think there were elevators. Yes, you can live there, Brian Bird. You're buying the apartment. It's not a timeshare. You own it. So basically, I'll set it up for you in case you're not familiar. The 1,000 is to reserve. So let's just say we'll stick with the C3, and it's 100. Let's call it 125,000. So you got to put down 1,000 and say, I want a C3 unit, and they'll send you over what's available in the C3. You pick it. Then you send the 1,000, you wire it over from America or wherever you live, wire it over. And then they're going to get a contract together, and I advise you have a lawyer, because they put these little poison pills in there and little things, and you want the lawyer to look at it and make sure it's not in there. Because it's, if you're a developer, you put in things that cater towards you. And then if you're a buyer, you want things catered toward you as a buyer. So therefore, that's why you need a lawyer, to make sure it's catered toward you as a buyer. And then once they get the contract together, if it's 30 days, then you would send 10% or complete the 10%. So in other words, you already put down the 1,000. And so now you owe 12,500. So now you take away the 1,000 you put down. So you got to send them another 11,500. After you send them the 11,500, then it's going to be built in 20 months. So then whatever that payment is of the down payment of, I think it's 20%. No, it's 30% actually, I believe. But anyhow, it comes up, it's 20%. I think it's 20%, but you already put down 10. So yeah, it's 20% of, so you owe another 25,000 over 20 months. So your payment's going to be around $1,300 a month. Okay. Now that just gets you your 30% down payment, and now you owe 70%. But here's what's already happened. The A2 unit that I have, that I got at 123, let's call it, is now 133. The 125 unit used to be under my unit. It was like 118, I believe. something like that. My unit, the 2-bedroom, 2-bath penthouse, was the most expensive at 123. The other 2 bedrooms were like 121, 118. There might have been a 116. I can't remember. So they have raised the prices a little bit just in a matter of 6 months. So who knows what's going to happen when they start breaking ground for these apartments and the condos are built. Now the prices may start increasing. Well, they will increase. Let's face facts. The materials cost more. So that point, you have 24, let's call it 20 months, 25 months, whatever the case may be. At that point, you have put skin in the game. You have down payment. So therefore, now you just have to finance the remaining 70%. Now, you pay 125 total, but if it went up to 175, great. You're not paying that difference. It's just that your loan to value now is a lot lower because you're only going to owe, let's call it 70 grand, 75,000. And now it's worth 175. You're not going to have a problem getting a loan at below 50% LTV. Okay? That's just how simple it is. So that's kind of that's the way it kind of works out. All right? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying a little bit on that. But if not, I have videos from Punta Cana and Dominican Republic all on the channel. So you can search it out and I go over it again on there. So hopefully you see it right there. That's the website you can go check out overnight. Thank you very much. No problem. Brian Bird, definitely you can live there. It's yours. In fact, there are many retirees there. Or you can do it as an investment where they rent it for you, or you can rent yourself via Airbnb. Right on. Thank you so much, Victor Marrero. I left that part out. Exactly. You can pay them to rent for you because they have management company, or you can do it yourself on Airbnb, or you can live in it yourself. All of that's fair game because you own the whole unit all year long. Thank you all. I'm just getting started with this real estate thing, but I'm definitely going to look into this. Oh, and Brian Bird, the most important factor. No credit check. No qualifying to get in. How beautiful is that? So just for getting in, you give them $1,000 and you pay your monthly payments. You got skin in the game. Why do they need to check your credit? If you don't finish making your down payment, you lose probably 20 to 30% of your down payment that you put in. I believe the Panorama Gardens contract said 15,000, I think. Something like that. If you didn't, you put in like 30 and then you wake up one day and say, well, I don't want to do this anymore. Then they take 15 and give you back the remainder. So, I mean, that's the worst case scenario if you don't complete the down payment. All right, we're going to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. 2 hours and 42 minutes. Please smash that like button, and thank you so much for being here. And again, 33 Naughty helped illustrate the rise by listening and making the investment. He put his money in. Put your money in, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for the donations. 33 Naughty, I appreciate the donation. And for some reason, it's not sitting at the top of my screen anymore. I can't remember who else did that. I think, I don't want to say the name, 33 Naughty. Here we go, Moms Davis with the other super sticker donation. Thank you so much for that donation. 33 Naughty, thank you for the super sticker donation. I humbly appreciate it from both of you. And thank you, everybody with the icon next to your name, for being a member of the channel for another month. I appreciate that as well. And I thank everybody who just showed up here and who watched tonight as well. I humbly appreciate you being here. So thank you for being here. And please, finale here for a second. Looks like we lost the finale, but it's okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here once again. And I almost lost you there for a second, but it looks like we're all good now. And I just want to say, once again, it's hard out here. So therefore, any edge that you can get, you have to get. And the edge is information. And the more information you can get and it makes sense to you, and you feel like you do your due diligence and want to invest or you want to make moves, then you have to make those moves. You can't sit back and say maybe, shoulda, woulda. If you feel you want to be an investor, you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to make those moves, and we're here to help. Okay? So with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.